You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about the YouTube link. All right, it's your boy Woody. We got mergers in 2025 in January. It's right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christmas Eve right now in the morning, and Camel has decided to drop the bomb of to the VIP players only, has dropped the bomb of mergers in January. And so far, if someone can put that list in here, we have it in the merger room. Matter of fact, I'll grab it real quick, and we'll come back
Oh,
right
there
right back.
isn't there is an actual list for mergers
There's
then.
a
Oh, I
list that
didn't
people
know
have been, people, a good friend of ours in this server has posted.
that. Oh, Mr.
Yeah,
Ducky just
there you
sent
go.
me.
Right there you go. So far, that's been verified through VIP. And remember, this is not official until you get the golden ticket. But if your VIP has gave you that, hey, you're gonna get merged in January 2025. Um, you're up for it. We can't tell you who you're gonna be merged with because I personally don't know.
Just go watch TV.
That's gonna be between the developers. Um, and we all know that this list right here is probably gonna be double. So you guys, I'm sure you all remember, there's always more than what we can see because people don't speak up sometimes, and there's those
So this is
lock
gonna be
nations.
so this is gonna be a two nation merger, right?
I'm assuming two nation merger because that's what they've been doing for the past 2 years. I don't think there's going to be three nation mergers at all ever again, unless you're a lock nation, maybe.
Probably. But
Yeah.
then, well, looking at this list, I'm not. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but don't really care.
Well,
I would
I
see
know
my
you,
number.
I know you don't care. I know you don't care. I know you don't care.
No, no, but obviously, I think these guys, not like I say, if you haven't had a merge, I'm not being an asshole. Like, if you haven't had a merge and you guys have been waiting for a while, you know, and
Well,
your
no,
name's
no,
on
no, no,
there, good luck,
no.
guys.
See, you guys down there in the ancient nations have been waiting forever, like forever.
Yeah,
And
I think we're gonna fart out dust by the time we get bloody merged.
do you think? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Are people are pretty upset down there, right?
Oh, dude, we're like we're losing. Imagine this, like the new nations got all these monsters and stuff, but imagine this: the old school, the OG monsters,
Hmm.
who basically set the platform for Camel. We are the ones that came in and did all this stuff for Camel,
Right.
and then they just turn on and slap us in the face and go "fuck you lot." Like we're gonna focus on all the new nations, and grab all the money, and then all the guys who spent all that money sitting there bored out of their brains, people in civil war. Like the civil war just because of boredom. That's literally what it is. People are having wars because of boredom. And it's like we're
Yes.
all sitting there, they don't care, and then we're all leaving. People are leaving the game. People are just leaving dead cities. Imagine that. Seeing a C-41 flying, floating around the world with no one. Like just literally there. Like all the other dead cities. It's not a nice thing.
No, no. I completely understand that. Now, with that being said, I did heard from a little birdie that there's protests going on to the point where they ain't gonna spend no more money.
Yep. So you heard right. So basically, we are basically sticking it back to Camel. We're saying basically, look, you need to start realizing and recognizing us again. And if you don't, fuck you. We'd rather just not spend anything and just let our cities die. And if that's the way you want it, fine. Go pocket your fill your pockets with all the new players. But remember, we were the original ones that were here, and we are the ones that still spend. But if you ain't gonna do anything for us, we might as well just not play at all. And so there's so many spend events now.
So
All if so yeah.
there are a lot of spin events. And you're 100% right, and I am noticing that this is like the first week that I haven't seen Polar, and it's been about that time where Polar should be popping up. Um, all right, who is that?
I
Some
mean, Polar's one of those ones that a lot of people don't really give a monkeys about because mainly because Polar events falls at an awkward time for a lot of people when they're at work.
right.
If they want more participation in Polar event, they need to fix the timings because a lot of people don't join because of the timing. It's a bit like Elite War, but it's more of a spend Elite War rather than just speeds. But most people, kind of prioritize and use their Elite War around their alliance and when they want to do it, whether it's on a weekend or on an evening. You can't do that with Polar, which is why I think they need to either fix the times or get rid of it.
I agree. I agree. And honestly, like for me, when it comes to polar, I will never be that person that's trying to get first place. I go into polar. I know what the season, the season max points are. Was it 2.8 and some change? I go for that, and that's it. Like I'm slow walking the rest. So like
I'll
with
be
that,
honest, I think Polar Event, all the new players, all the newer nations play it. The older nations don't. Globe 1 and 2, I can probably say comfortably, probably don't even focus on it as much.
honestly,
I
I
think the
don't.
new ones do.
The new ones do. I mean, you think about this, and I know people want to talk about merger, and I want to get back into your guys' what's going on down there. Um, but first, if you think about like this, like these newer nations, when they have to go up against these other, big freaking monster nations, they're able to buff up and they're able to use T-13 troops. So with that being said, they get a glimpse, they get a taste of what like a mini monster would be like. And when it comes with numbers, it's a prideful thing. I get that. But the money that you can put in Polar, I mean, you could put so much more into your city, your officers, your titans, and your plane, and all that other stuff. And yeah, but anyways, so if these I'm sorry, if the older nations, the ancient nations, um, let's say they do get emerged, Camel, obviously they know it's an issue because things things are being brought up, but there's an issue that's happening. So to fix that, they want mergers. You guys want your merger. So there's only two ways I can think that this could work. Is Camel would have to take a ancient nation and mix it into like a 400 nation, or a 500 nation, or a 300 nation. And with that being said, yeah, they're going to be a mega nation. They really are. And if they do that, you better damn believe that these lock nations are going to be getting something like that too, because those lock nations are made to be very contestant, be able to contest against other major nations. So if they do that, can you imagine like Nation 52 merging with someone like
Lead God.
Leagot? Yeah, yeah. Let's be real, like Leagot, and 52 would be happy. Because even if even if it wasn't League's Nation, I think Nation 52 would be happy because it's fresh meat. It's fresh
Yeah,
meat.
I guess
You know what I
it
mean?
is. I think you've got to understand. Like, I hear this a lot of the time, and I always say this to people. Everyone say we want a merger. We want a merger. Yes, everyone wants a merger, but everyone doesn't want a merger. Everyone wants the right merger. You could merge with another nation and end up with a fucking bunch of idiots again, and then within 6 months you've killed the nation off, and you're back at square one. And yeah, you might get a couple of active players, but if you go and merge into a farm nation that doesn't really win much, what have you benefited from the merge? You haven't, because all you've done is killed off pretty much all the useless people in that new merge. And we all know 52 will do that. They're not gonna be like, oh yeah, you dropped your bubble, we're gonna allow you to live for a little bit more. No, they'll clean them out. So, when they do the merge, it has to be done in a way where it's carefully done. You just go merge a strong nation like 52 or 30 in with a farm nation. 6 months later, they're going to ask for a merge again.
Well, I think if they got something like that, if Camel did something like that, that would be final form. You're the last sand level. Like this is it. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Mm.
You're not getting another merger. Either make it
Yeah,
work
so I
or
guess you have to reach out to your VIPs and say, "Oh, we want." I think because obviously we all know VIPs ask, "Who do you want to merge with? What nations do you have?" Maybe you don't get it, but they ask you, "What's your preference?" So people will mention it, but I would say something like 30 or 52 merging with someone like Sin. That's it, game over. That
well, I
that
mean that
nation's
that
gonna.
that that can't that see that won't happen.
What?
38 that won't happen.
I'm
Be,
listening to a podcast.
Hi, he's listening to a podcast.
He needs to go help in the kitchen.
Well, shit.
But so 52 and 219 that'll never happen. They're too big, two nations that are just way too big, way too strong.
Yeah.
They can't do that. There wouldn't be another nation that contests to that. That would be like throwing the game away kind of deal. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
then okay, so let me give you an example. So like for example, our nation. if you look at our nation, yes, we've got big, big players, very strong players, huge cities. But when you look at the actual nation inside, it's not like 52, like Sin, like 30. It's not capable of winning. So if they go based on, oh yeah, if this nation has, 13 C41s, we're not going to merge them with someone big. No, it doesn't work because you could have 5 people with C41s or just fucking farmers who do nothing. So, how do you kind of work around that? How do you know? How do you determine
Well,
who merges
it's
with who? You can't just base it on spend. We all know farmers spend. We all know
they're
there's big
they're
people
they're
out there.
they're gonna have to do it by activity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's be real. Do you really think Camel's gonna match 52 with like 425? Absolutely not.
No, no, no,
They
of
won't.
course not.
Do you think they'd match 52 with like someone like 365?
I don't know what's 365 like.
Well, 365 it's a nation that has some decent players in it, but we went up against them and we were able to beat them, and I'm in the 700s.
I would honestly say the best way to do it is that new thing that they introduced into the alliance management section.
Well,
The one that shows that.
that would be how you make your alliances and stuff like that. Camel's not going to care about if they're going to merge with a farm nation. They don't care about that.
No, I mean
You
activity.
ask, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Activity. So if you look at those stats that they show you, if you go into your management, your alliance management, I think, where it says, yeah, that.
These right
So
here.
essentially that tells you who participated, who didn't. I guess that's the, because that's kind of what I use in terms of kicking and cleaning,
Oh,
killing
absolutely,
people.
absolutely.
So I think that's kind of how you do it. Who participates in what event and how many participations there is.
Uh,
Obviously, you can't go and merge someone who's got like a 20% participation with someone who's got 80%. They're
no,
going to
they're
kill him off.
yeah, but I think the only way to make things work. Who is that? Who is that? I could hear. But anything that's gonna make it work, they're gonna have to take all these little cities right here, wall cities, and they're
Yeah,
just gonna have to.
someone
They're
else
gonna.
mentioned that. So I think what they need to do, and I think this is a good suggestion someone made, is these tiny little cities, when the merge happens, they disappear. You know how when they ban someone and the city disappears? So when you merge, they disappear. If someone logs in, it triggers a, I don't know, a fucking code or whatever, and then they reappear on the map. So the idea behind it is anyone that hasn't, logged in for like months won't appear, which means doesn't take up space. And if they do, then kind of log in, whenever it appears on the map.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. And these little wall cities, you make them, and they're just there. You don't save them. You don't save them. They're just there. And if you do, you should probably delete them. Just saying.
Yeah, I think the main thing for a lot of I think the Camel's issue was, people spend money. So I think the legality behind it is if someone spent money, you technically can't delete their city. But that's obviously
Well, I mean, well,
not the
no,
laws, but the bigger ones.
no, they can. This is the
Obviously, they
reason
can.
why. This is the reason why they have the terms of service that you agreed to at level 4 when you started the game. Everyone here has every wall city here, every player here has agreed to it. So if you didn't even read it, you still clicked it and you agreed to it. So with that being said, you can spend all the much money as you want, but if you break one of the rules that you agreed to not break, they can ban your city. It's
Yeah, they can ban it, but what I'm saying is I don't think there's anything in the terms that saying if you don't log in for 6 months, your city is gonna, get,
no, I don't.
removed.
I don't see. I don't. I didn't read too deep into the terms. I'm sure someone
Yeah, no
has,
one,
but
no one reads terms.
I don't
Everyone
think
just
that's
fucking
in
plays
there.
it.
I don't think that's in there, but that would make sense. That would eliminate. But the other way that I was talking about is sprinkling in players into different nations. Yeah,
Okay.
it might not be the nation that you choose, and you might lose a friend that you've been playing with for 6 years. But I mean, you merge, and you're merging with a newer nation. You can show your stuff out, and you're gonna eventually make friends again with someone else.
Can you imagine? Imagine you, Woody. You wake up one morning, you log in, and you end up in a nation that fucking hates you. It's just
Well,
full
I
of
mean
monsters.
that would be like any nation that's got civil war. You know what I mean? I mean it happens. It happens, but you got your merger. You got your
Yeah,
merger.
you get basically you wake up and you get thrown into the lion's den, and now you've now woken up and you're thinking, oh, I'm the big guy, and then you end up in a nation where, let's
You're
say for example, you're a C30 fucking 9, and you've got 1041s around you who fucking hate you and just waiting to fucking zero you. Then what?
Yeah, that's something that's something that you would, as a after your merger, would have to figure out. Like when anyone that gets merged, you're on your own. You need to figure it out. It's either make it or break it. It's either you make it or you are literally having civil war. And that's make it or break it. That's the way it goes. But that's 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 another option that I was thinking that Camel could do to sprinkle them in throughout the whole game, not just one globe, two globes. Sprinkle players in throughout the whole entire game. That would be
Yeah.
that would be an option. There will never be a ticket or a coin to where you can just choose which nation that just to move. There won't be that because
Can
then
you imagine? Can you imagine they offer it to Nation Globe 1 and 2? They
you
go,
know,
here's your coin. Go to whoever you want and fuck off. Leave us alone.
if you did
Yeah,
okay,
imagine like a new C20 in freaking Globe 2.
well that's their own damn fault for going to Nation Two for one.
It's like throwing a little freaking goldfish in a shark tank.
Right, but even in the ancient nations, I mean, you got 36s and 37s. If they got sprinkled in with like nations in the 700 or 800s, they're they're more to where they should be. You know what I mean?
I think the fix they can have is if they get rid of these tiny cities and these useless cities, they can make more room
They can,
for
they can't,
people.
they can, but you guys got a
They
lot of
won't.
nation. You guys already got a lot of alliances out there that can literally zero.
We do, but you've got to understand, dude. In Globe 1 and 2, there may be a lot of alliance, but most of them are dead. They're dead. They just come in and just talk
Well,
Tinder shit. That's what they do.
Hey, Woody, one of the things you're forgetting, and I know we haven't talked about it, and I think all your ideas are great, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to test how next year goes in terms of spending and activity. What I'm referring to is the new city level that will and should pop next year.
Yeah, but
I think that
the
will
only
determine
the only
what they do
way
with
I think the
mergers
only
too.
way they're gonna do what you're saying is they're gonna bring it forward to see to test people's resolve.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
fucking
How
bring it
they do
forward.
it. I'm with you.
If they don't
I
bring
think
it
that will
forward,
determine
we'll
how
just
they're going
sit
to
there.
merge or not.
Yeah, but I think if they don't bring it forward, I'm telling you now, Globe 1 and 2 we won't spend for the whole of January and February. Fuck them.
Yeah,
We
but
won't
if they
spend.
come out with 44 and they don't spend, then yes, that's what I'm getting at. I agree with you. But if
That's gonna kill
44
the
comes
game.
out and they start spending, then I think that they'll delay the mergers. That's what I'm saying.
but
It probably will.
I
But
mean,
to be honest,
That's gonna kill the
does it really
game.
change
yeah, but
anything turning into a
listen,
44?
everyone says it's going to kill the game. Everyone said when 38 came out it was going to kill
And,
the game. Everyone
Yeah.
said the
and they
41
said
came out it
about
was going to kill the
41.
game. So I
No,
mean,
but like, look, the gap is really like huge right now. Like we said that about C38, C41, but like when you look at the average of every nation, let's talk about old nations. The high average is 36, and 36 compared to 44 is huge.
They're just gonna have to
Well, it's
give more
coming. I
uranium.
promise
They're just
you.
gonna have to give more uranium to people. That's the only result they're gonna have.
they've
No,
already been
and
doing
that's
that.
not gonna fix it.
See,
That's not gonna fix it.
in my globe, we already got 61 41s, and that's
Yeah,
in the
but
700s
how
globe.
many nations is that? How many nations is
That I
that?
mean that's true as well. That is true as well. But you think about it, like we've already got over 100. Oh, no, I take that back. 98 would be 41 within what 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean each globe, we can all say that it's a 44 is going to kill the game.
Woody, that's literally 1%. What he just showed us. That's 1% of the whole
Correct. No,
population.
you're absolutely right. But even like in my globe, 1% is still 1% that people are going to learn how to hide troops or be zeroed.
So that's the reason why it's gonna like kill the game, because if you have 1% and let's say 10% overall playing, then 90% is not gonna have any interest in the game. They're gonna end up just
Disagree.
want to quit
A
or leave
41 can
or
already
tell.
murder a 38 blindfolded, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
44 is not going to change anything.
Yeah,
It'll just create
So
spending, is what all it will do.
People,
So that's just gonna enhance the spenders a little bit more to enjoy the game and keep on spending. But the
l-
rest of the
True.
people,
let me ask you let me ask you a question. In Void, are you really attacking a 33 or 34? I mean, I can say
Would
that
yes.
I can say I can.
Would
Yeah, I
yes.
will. But like you in general, are you really doing that, or are you trying to go for those 41s and 38s and stuff like that?
Yeah,
well,
like I'll give Chaos Line
obviously,
for example. Chaos Line, I attacked anything that was a C39 and above only, Woody, to give you
and
a
I
perspective.
attacked anything that walked because there was nothing there. So
That's no fun. That's no
Well,
fun.
yeah, no, it was freaking fun. I killed literally every single city twice or three times in the same round, but like it was not enough. That's the point.
Yeah,
It
but
was not
murdering
enough.
a
Like
41 is way more fun, just so you know.
it is.
obviously we all agree on that, but like with the point is you're gonna have all these very minimal number. So what you just said right now contradicts the whole point. The point is if
Well,
you're going to come up with a newer city level, you're going to have even a smaller number of these cities that you like to kill, and the majority of the players are still going to remain at level 36, 37, 38.
Well,
So at the end of the day, you're not going to have as much fun if you what you're saying is right.
let me ask you a question. Now, with that being said, have you lit a fire underneath your alliance's ass?
Of course.
Always.
And this goes throughout the whole entire game. And what I mean by that is, are you gonna continue to carry your nation, or are you gonna fucking tell them, look, you guys better step it up, because I'm not carrying it anymore. And
Well,
once you say that, and they see that you're not gonna fucking carry them, is usually when they start lighting the fire. If you continue to carry a nation over and over and over again and just spend until you win, you all you're doing is hurting your nation. You're not even
But
you're
Woody, that there is always that scenario where like there is a
Good work.
certain limit to the
Great.
majority of players where they can't really push a little bit further or harder than what you're saying. So when you ask them to light up the fire, then they're going for one event or 1 month going hard, and then they're dead for like 3 4 months because they don't spend as big as the whales or as much as them.
Oh yeah, and I understand that. I understand that. And those are usually the second and third alliances that
Woody, I'll
they
settle
end
out
up
of court
going
for
to.
daily speed packs.
What?
I'll settle out of court for daily speed packs.
Sell a port for daily speed packs. I don't know. I think I use more ports than I. No, I use quite a bit of everything, but
Hell
I
no.
do want to get into this merge list. So, because people are here like, oh come on. So from what we understand, these are the numbers for now that has stepped forward. That got the VIP message saying they are going to be merging in January 2025, which is guys, it's a week and a half away. What day, who they're going to merge with, that is still unknown. Until you get that golden ticket to see exactly who it is, you'll never know. I don't know why Grimm was muted. But anyway, so 717, they're getting a merger. We're going to go through all these that are on this list. So I hope you guys are ready. I got
yeah,
time.
they're all ready. They've been fucking crying for the last fucking 10 minutes about us talking. Fuck's sake, man. Bunch of crybabies. Come on, listen to the fucking banter and then listen to the fucking conversation. Stop fucking crying about everything. Go on, Woody.
Oh, okay. No,
Fuck's sake, man.
I do feel bad for the ancient nations. I do, and
Just listening. Something.
I know that I say ancient nations, but I mean that's what I call them.
The
Whatever.
point isn't the Asian nation, dude. Anything you do, everyone has a 5, 10 minutes banter, jokes, laughs, and then you get into anything. Any fucking even a meeting, you don't go straight into the fucking meeting and go here, fucking $500, give it to me. You warm them up. So we come in, we have a laugh, we have a joke, we have a banter, and then you got fucking people moaning. Oh, I came in to hear about the fucking merge. Go fucking find out yourself then.
All right. So in 717, they got a 40 up here. Devil's ass.
No,
Anus. Devil's
it's
anus. What?
it's me, Woody. But
That's purge.
I'm
That's
done.
purge. That's purge.
Yeah,
So I
that's
mean,
me.
you guys are getting. Wait, did you guys already have a second merger, or is this your first one?
No, this a second
This
merge.
will be your second one. Okay, so I mean, you
Yeah.
guys are all together, other than this guy and son. Well, you got a couple people slat. So you guys
And
are
you
up
know
for
we
merger.
still have a little civil war with that one
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this nation, I do know them. I've been against them. Matter of fact, they sent a 57 shot at me, so they're very active, which is good. It's just really good because that's the biggest problem that people have is that we got some monsters but they're not active. We can't pull more than 20 people in a single attack. This nation doesn't have that problem. So whoever 717 gets, although you might not have super strong cities in there, you guys have numbers, which is huge, huge. Especially if you guys get merged with a monster nation, that's going to be a nation. That's going to be a merger to worry. It's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. So
All
tight.
we want, if we get like 10 more players, 10
Well,
stronger
so
players.
when you guys hit me, okay, when you hit me, and like I said, I keep this specific one, in my favorites because so you
I was at
guys,
34 when we hit you.
yeah, you guys first hit me right here with 34, and that was a timed a mess up with the time, and the difference between them dying and then the rest of the people coming in was 57. So add the
Yeah.
57 people and 34. That's how many people that they were able to get online to hit me. It just the time wasn't there. Which that was back in what, almost a year ago, so like 9 months ago. So I'm sure you guys have had plenty of practice by then.
Oh yeah.
So you didn't kill much.
Told you we've made a few 41s like come to our nation and bubble. We've hit this guy from the 800 Nabzy. We've hit this other guy. We've made Patriot bubble. We've hit what's this other guy from the 800s that we hit in void too. Not a
Jay
41.
Anton Kim.
No, we didn't hit Anton Kim. We
I
tried to hit him in Chaos Land, but he came like at the end of the game, so we
probably
didn't we didn't get to hit him.
when you're pretty much out of
Yeah.
it already. So let me ask you something. When you guys get your merger, um, how do you plan on walking into it?
Honestly, we're the route we're gonna take right now is just like one super alliance,
Okay.
and then everything else goes to the next alliance.
Okay. So c- careful. Um, I don't know who you're gonna merge with. I really don't. But whoever you do decide, whoever the Camel decides to give you the golden ticket with, um, you got to figure out who's going to be the nation leader. And unfortunately, there's going to be some things that you don't agree with, some things you do agree with. Sacrifices when it comes to mergers. Sometimes you got to sacrifice one thing to get your way.
Yeah, I'm sure most of it will be like cosmetic stuff
Yeah,
where we can
like,
fix.
and if there's that one person that's just trying to cause chaos in between it, like that person to say, no, I'm not going to do that. Kick them and burn them. You're going to be that one
Oh yeah,
person. You're going to
we
be that
got
one
people
person
at
to
their
stop
farms.
something. You get burned. But
It'll most likely be somebody that has 100 farms.
yeah, it's always those 34s. Always those 34s. All right, I got to jump into 725. We got a long list. I can't spend too much time per. I'm sorry, but 717 is that's going to be a nation because of activity. It's going to be someone that you guys might want to be trying to get into. All right, so 725. 21, 23, 24, 725. And I believe this is Peter Retap's nation. Correct me if I'm wrong. It is. Voldemort. So they got a 41, 38, couple 38s. Are they together? So they are kind of split up. Yeah, they're kind of split up. So that's something that's gonna have to be worked out too. So at this time in the game, because this will be their second merger.
Click the top three, would you, just in terms of their kills and stuff. So he's got shit ton of. Well, he's got 43 million BP and he's killed 370. Fair enough. But what the next guy down?
Why don't we just go into the kills?
Yeah.
It's easier that way.
And
No,
that's
but
the second one.
I want to see kill to BP in it because if they've got high BP and low kills, then they ain't jack.
Yeah. So this guy has been zero. He's been hit.
He's a farmer.
Yeah, he got hit. A farmer with 311 million kills.
I zeroed him for that because he was farming kills.
Oh, one of those guys. Ooh. And there's another guy that 37 with 28, so he's been hit. 5.3 million
Yeah,
losses.
I zeroed him for being a dickhead.
Okay,
He
I'm seeing a pattern right now, guys.
The next one before you click it, I zeroed in for being a
The next
dickhead.
one, he's got 31, and it's a 35. So I mean, did you?
I zeroed him for being a dickhead.
Ah! Oh God. Oh man. Okay.
Is there anyone in
Yeah.
the top 10 that you haven't zeroed?
Thor, more.
Well, so are these guys decent, or I mean, it's I see the 37.
Listen. All of these guys are actually decent except for Harold. Except they're emotional. So they're like, oh, I'm gonna be with the Super Alliance. Oh, I'm not gonna be with the Super Alliance. I'm gonna be with the Super Alliance. I'm not gonna be with it.
So do
So
they?
I got to
Do these guys understand that going into a merger, which is happening, and bringing garbage in to a merger, that other nation, whoever you merge with, might just zero them out and not want to deal with that bullshit and just
so that's the reality. The reality is I've made my alliance in such a way where it's conducive to the merge with the other active spenders, right?
right.
And so my tech is maxed, like mid range, long range, it's all at like level 26. Like right now, it's all like capped for wherever we're at right now. So we're ready for a conducive merge with the spenders or the monsters of the new nation. And these other players, there was like four alliances. And I was getting sick and tired of that because people would get emotional and they would fall back to their alliances and then
They should.
when they did that, I got to a point where they were talking shit in nation chat and they wouldn't stop talking shit in nation chat. So one day a group of like 20 people woke me up and they said, this is what we're doing. You're going to either do it with us or you can sit back and you can let us do it or you can help us. And they just started to zero fucking everything that went against the super alliance, the unity, the unified pact of what we were trying to do. And we have a winning recipe. Like we win most of the time. Most voids we win.
Right.
Most voids I win. If you click on my city, you could go through and look at actually I don't know if it doesn't show you because you're not in there, right? And I've hidden how many times I've won in void, but I win like 80%, 90% of voids, and
Yeah.
when we don't win, it's because some of these assholes were bleeding points, and that's why they got zeroed.
See, this would be a nation that like Goat or Kitten would love to play in.
Would I?
Goat would love to play in this nation. You know
Why?
why? Because he would walk in there and just fucking start zeroing everyone. Like he, like
And it's like
like
I don't think he could because I already did it. I just did it like 2 weeks
well
ago. I've
Oh,
literally
oh,
that's why
oh,
my
my definition of zero isn't just killing your troops, dude. My definition of zero is killing and taking everything that's in the city as well. That's zero.
that's literally what I did. That's literally what I did. I farmed C-38s.
Goat,
Oh,
I
you
was
nice.
trained him
farming them
well.
like five fleet farming them.
I think one advice I'd give to all of you guys who are merging is please, 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 before you guys merge and you start having, when you guys know who you're going to merge with and you start having these conversations about who's going to go in what alliance, please go to an alliance management,
Yeah.
go to those events and start drawing up a spreadsheet of what your alliance, as in what events
Focuses
you
on.
mostly focus on, because that will tell you in black and
Yeah.
white, and then maybe a nation one of what your nation mainly focusing on. Then use that comparison with the other nation that you're merging with, and there will be no feelings because if someone goes, oh no, I want to join, you'll be like, well, look at your activity. You're at 20%, 30%. This person's at 70%. He starts first. And then you monitor it using that every
Yep.
every week. And then if someone drops, you have an agreement. If you drop below, let's say 60% participation, on the main events, you then go to the second one, and someone else from there who's got a higher percentage
Right.
comes in.
Right.
It becomes fair, it's in black and white, and no one can complain. The problem we have is when you don't have stats to back it up, it's always like, oh, he's lying, he said, she said. And I think
Yeah,
it's
but
a good thing that anyone who's in here,
these
who's
all
thinking
these
about
all
merges.
these all like these show everything. You can't hide. you can't hide anymore on what you're doing in the alliance. Like for instance, and I'll throw my own fucking alliance underneath the bus right now. There's people down at the bottom, down
They didn't
here.
even. They didn't participate.
They didn't
Yeah.
participate, and I guarantee if you go back into uh, a different month, it'll probably be the same thing. And those are the players. Once you're at like second merger, if they're always on the bottom, you want to know what kind of players those are? Those players are the ones hiding, waiting for you to send gifts to your alliance or taking your minerals out of your elite, your elite mines. They're just sitting back using this for social media. They're not playing.
Yeah. Right.
So, and those are the people that eventually, and I'll say it loud and clear, those that eventually get zeroed out, and they go
Yeah.
to like the 1,200 nations at that point.
Well, they started to do that in my alliance,
Hmm.
and then they left. They left, and then they went back to other alliance. So there were like C-38s in one alliance, C-38s in another alliance, C-38s in another alliance, C-38s in another alliance. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the hell are these people doing? What are they smoking? If they think that I'm going to allow that to happen, like, they got another thing coming.
So,
So it was just it was really really bad. It got to a point where I just basically let them know. I said, if you're not about the nation, I'm gonna zero you. And it wasn't like they were just like minding their own business. They were getting zeroed. Like this, but JJ, if you scroll up, scroll down, or whatever,
you said
she got
JJ.
zeroed. And
What is
then
he?
the very
Blow
next,
job.
okay, see where it says it's up to, yeah,
What's his name?
this person is
But
married to the
JJ,
person on top.
So double blow job.
no, but JJ in America is a slang word for vagina.
Yeah,
To me,
the JJ.
it just sounds like blow job.
No, but yeah, it's
And then do you see where it says? See where it says is up to you? It's up to you. It's up to you. The one on
yeah,
above that
this
one.
guy.
Those two cities are owned by husband and wife, and they used to have massive BP. They were like like pretty large BP, and it was like one got zeroed in one void, and then the void after that, the other one got zeroed out, and it was just like, and then there were no ramifications. They didn't get kicked out of the alliance. They didn't get any type of consequence or
Well,
anything like that. So
here's the thing. Took too big of a drag, but here's the thing about the second merger is that what they got away with in the first merger, it won't happen in second merger. For instance,
yeah.
like for instance, if like you guys got away with it for now, and all of a sudden you guys are merging with us, and it's void and your bubble drops, I'm zeroing you out in the middle of void, not with no shit's given.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
don't.
that's literally what I started
With the
doing.
missus and the mister, who got zeroed first?
Wait, who?
What's that?
The missus and the mister, the husband and wife, who got zeroed
The
first?
missus got zeroed first, and then the
Oh
husband
man, the
got
husband must have got fucking bollocking when you didn't fucking defend me.
It's just someone was sleeping on the couch.
You lot caused civil war in his house. Fuck.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if she's controlling it. Like she probably like, well, I got my shit zero. Give me your account now and play
I think
mine.
the one other thing I would say to you guys is, with January coming up, reputation points will be reset.
Yeah,
So another thing, what you guys need to kind of do. So in my nation, it's really shit, and I think it's a lot better. But I kind of set a rule where I said to everyone needs to increase by 100 reputation points every 2 weeks. What that basically means is frenzy or void. You go and get your rewards, but you can also do it in between with the other events. Of course, you guys can set it higher. 100 is the bare minimum, I would say. So I would also say when you guys go into this merge, use that activity list, but also look at reputation points, because you've got to bear in mind someone can be in an alliance, but if they're not growing and they're not helping, they're not getting any rep points. And if they're not
right.
getting any rep points, they're fucking useless. So I think the good way to do it is say, look, guys, this is the bare minimum. Every 2 weeks, you need to grow by this. If you don't grow by this and you're stagnant, it doesn't matter if you're in the top 3 alliance. You're sitting there doing nothing. You're going to get zeroed
Yeah.
if your shield falls. And everyone kind of needs to agree to it as a collective, nation, I would say. If you guys do
You're
that,
right.
you build
You are
people
right
out.
with what you're saying. So in our alliance, we do this monthly thing where everybody has to post their stats. Everybody, no matter what you are, what city you have to post your stats. And if your stats don't change in a month, we'll give you 6 weeks. And if your stats don't change, you're leaving.
All right,
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
so guys, I have to move on off of 725 and go into 737, which is also up for merger. Now, if I recall, both 737 and 725 have asked to be merged. Kind of weird.
Yes.
Kind of this now. This is kind of weird that you guys are going to be merged at the same time. Coincidence? Will you get it? Not sure, but it is kind of coincidental that both you guys are being merged at the same time. One downfall is Groot retired from the game.
Yeah, Groot says he retired, but he might come back. You know what I mean? It depends on who he gets merged with. Because
Well,
if
I
he
mean,
gets merged with a bunch of losers, like if he gets merged with a bunch of losers, why would he want to come back? But Rip's in the city, and Groot's inside of Rip City. So if you look at, it'll say, see the third one. He's in there trying to boost it up to C41. Is what
okay,
he's in there doing.
okay.
So he's just sort of like he's just buying uranium and
So
he's
so
boosting stats.
so because Groot was the one that reached out to me with to find out that they were actually merging. So I mean
Yeah,
I mean he's still getting the VIP messages and stuff like that. Whether he
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean he told me he did retire. But I mean a merger can change everything. A merger can literally bring back whoever they really can.
yeah, yeah.
So with that being said, I know how Groot is, and I know that he has no problem zeroing out a nation. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Well,
And the thing
have
is
you
that
seen
I
the name?
watched
Have you
him
seen
do
the
it.
name on the city?
well, it was just it used to be
No,
Groot.
the third one. The third one. I think it said "fuck farms" or something somewhere. I just saw it.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, fuck
There you
farms,
go. There you go. There you go.
and
Yeah, yeah.
it's got his
So,
picture.
so I actually watched him do this to his nation, and what I did was I sat back in the pocket and just waited to see how it panned out. I was in his alliance and I was in his nation while he was doing all this stuff.
Yeah,
And I wanted to see how the politics mashed out and how it ended up working out or whatever, to see. And then I've recently started to do the same exact thing that he did. I just didn't want to do it. In the very beginning, I was like, I want to be diplomatic. I want to be peaceful about this. I want to like use my words without having to like burn everything down and everything else. And then I did, and everybody got together and we ended up doing the super alliance, and everything ended up working really good, and then everybody's feelings got this way and that way, and everybody was, just it was just such a shit show. So I've decided to go down the road of what Groot's doing, but I'm doing it now right before merger, trying to get everybody's shit together to where they realize, hey, you're gonna have to show up, you're gonna have to do something different, and I've merged three alliances into one
right.
through hating me. So there's a whole bunch of talent in the second alliance simply because they hate me. So it's perfect in a sense of we're not going to have three alliances. So yeah, we've asked 737 for the merge, and I don't really. I just want a good merge. I want to start winning and winning with ease without having to worry about me carrying the nation or me. And that's why Groot left too. He's tired of carrying the nation.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
I've said that so many times that your whales they don't like paying three times as much as a different nation that's got their shit together just to try to get a win. They don't like doing that, like at all. And
oh,
you can do your part just by staying bubbled. Stay bubbled.
here's another advice for all of you guys that are merging. If you guys are merging and you've got that announcement, starting from now, start burning shit down. Kill them off
Yeah,
because you don't want them in the new nation. Burn them off now, and then
yeah.
when you then guys know who you're merging with, talk with each other, start burning shit, and then when you guys merge, less work for you lot to do.
I've noticed that they did get most of their shit in it together here in this nation too. You still got a couple stragglers, a couple egos, but for the most part, they're all in FUA.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they did a
So,
pretty good job. They did.
so,
There's the second one that refuses to be that.
well, I
Is
mean, it
he's
can be whatever merge you guys
Yeah,
get. He's only at 38, so he can
yeah, yeah,
talk.
yeah,
I don't even know who this is, but he can talk all the crap he wants to Groot or to Rip all he wants. But he's about to be merged with someone that He doesn't know. He might just get hit with a 50 shot, and that'd be the end of him. And if people do what I do, after you burn someone, I block them. I don't want to see them crying in Nation Chat, so I just block them.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It is what it is. They come hit one of our alliance. Fine, we'll just reinforce, burn you again, and then that is what it is. Eventually, they leave. But
But I'm in this alliance, this FUA alliance. I'm in there, like talking with them, like just before I came into this podcast. All those people are awesome. Like whoever gets a merge with 737, you guys are those guys are awesome. They're amazing people.
all right, well, you heard it straight from inside. So what would
Oh,
you?
here's another advice for you guys. If you're merging and you're hated and you want to start afresh, as soon as you merge, change your name. If you're not one of those people that are not very well known, just the average BP, change your name. They won't know who you are anymore.
Yeah,
Play as a different player and start again.
But if you want to start over and like fix what fucked up, you better really fix what you fucked up and mean it. Don't be like, oh, I changed my name. They're not gonna know who I am because they'll figure it out.
Oh, they'll figure out by the attitude and stuff. But
Yeah,
if
the
you
attitude,
really,
or even
let's say,
looking at the
let's say
messages.
you've burnt a couple of bridges and you're like, you've learned from it, and you're like, do you know something? I don't want to be that guy again. As soon as you merge, change your name. If you're one of the top 10 players, they'll know who you are. Like, for example, like me, if I merge and I change my name, everyone will fucking still know who I am. But like for you other guys who are, maybe made mistakes, upset a few people, as soon as you merge, go in, change your name. Don't keep up that bullshit attitude, and you can have fun and enjoy the game.
Yeah.
But if you're an asshole, then it doesn't really matter if you change your name. You're still gonna get burnt. So that's
Yeah.
just another pointer for you guys. That a lot of things with merge, with the new year coming up, with these alliance tracking, you can make things work. And I think these guys merges have come at the right time for them.
Yeah, and I'm noticing a pattern here. All these nations that I've shown in the 700s, they've only got 141. So with that being said, this is 756, and they're split up as well. So it tells me they're probably in civil war. And that 41's only got 10 on the officer. Let's see what the BP's over here. 84. Everyone else is hiding troops. So this is probably a civil war nation, or they're in a civil war. Let's see the kills. I mean, they got fighters, but all their fighters are, other than the top guy, is in UWS. Well, I can't even say that because I'm seeing
They're probably fighting against him, or basically,
they're fighting against each
you
other.
know,
This is something. Oh man, this is gonna be this mergers that's gonna happen. So far is going to, some of these are going to be an issue. They're going to start off in civil war,
hmm,
and I know you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
They don't got their shit together yet, and that's exactly what it is.
Well,
They don't
they'll
got their
find
shit
out,
yet.
right? Fuck
Yeah,
around and find out.
fuck
Someone
around.
else is gonna come. Someone else bigger is gonna come, and there's always someone bigger. And
Always.
someone bigger is gonna come, and he's gonna slap the shit out of them, and then it'll be too late for them.
I think that we were just looking at this not too long ago. So this guy, C-35, um, he's got the best warplane.
He's not even in an alliance, dude. He's quit.
Yeah, he quit, or yeah, he got zeroed out. He was done. Walked away.
So there's a guy in our alliance that's almost a million BP in Warplane, and all he does is he just levels up all the planes, and they're all green.
Oh,
Huh?
that's garbage.
He levels up
So
all the
like,
planes, and they're all green.
He's not he's not pushing the gold. He's just leveling up all green ones.
he's just trying to be number one in the Warplane area. You know what I mean? Like he's gone crazy with it. You know?
Yeah, that's garbage.
Yeah, he's gonna be number one in zero soon, mate.
I think he's already there. All right, we
Oh,
gotta go.
Yeah,
I guess he got that
he's been
record.
zero.
Whoa! Someone
He's
just
been zero
donated.
20 times.
Hold on. Someone just donated 9,999 coins. Thank you. I don't know.
I think they're paying you to tell me to shut up.
I don't know who did it, but thank you so much. You can send me a message. That'd be nice, and afterwards I can properly.
Can you tell me if they do say, can you tell Go to shut up? That's why I paid you.
Yo, Woody, go check the monthly packs. They have really interesting stuff now.
All right, hold on. Did
Mom.
it just switch it?
Oh, did you buy Freya, by the way, Woody?
It is bought. Oh, the monthly packs. What am I looking at?
They're all the same.
Yes,
Nothing
there you go.
changed.
Oh no, I'm in the wrong. No, this is it.
Yes, 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 right there. Yes,
Oh
you
wow,
got
they
it.
got this now.
Well, this
This
has
is
always been
interesting.
there. This has always been
Has it?
there.
Yeah, that's always been there.
Yeah. Wait, wait,
No,
wait, wait. Hold on.
this is new.
This is new
No,
This
that's
because
is
not.
I
one
no
hundred
no.
percent new.
This okay. So this has been here, but this has been reloaded because I
Oh, is
bought
it?
I bought all of
Yeah,
them already.
I bought all mine as well. Are
So
you? Are those new for you?
oh wait, look, look at this too. They added these to them. The alloy.
Oh God, here we go. It's a trick to get the people to spend just before Christmas and New Year's.
Well, if you're like me and haven't went Christmas shopping, well, what else do they got in here?
What's in the limited?
I don't think that. I think
Yep.
that's all they added. What about the weeklies? Anything?
Nah, I think it's a Christmas thing. They probably just added just for before New Year's.
I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh shit! I'm gonna go ahead and get something for my warplane then. Oh, that's in the monthlies.
I thought you're
Ah,
maxed.
what? No, no. I'm not maxed.
It's really good stuff. Go for it.
Is that the old package that used to have something else? It was like,
No, this used to be just these.
Are you sure? I'm sure. No, I'm
Yeah,
sure they had the ones at the bottom.
I'm almost. I'm almost sure.
This is one
I
hundred
think
percent
I think
new,
they just reloaded it.
Maybe yeah. Maybe they just reloaded it.
Either it was a mistake. So anyone who wants them quickly,
guys.
get
It
them.
is
There's
one
only
hundred
taking one.
percent new.
Yeah,
Everything is
yeah,
new.
yeah. You're absolutely. It is new because I already bought all those from this for this month. So this is new. They just reloaded it within the last 2 hours.
I've memorized the store. Sadly,
wasn't it?
They changed the the alloy. It used to be the components,
Yeah, the
and they
components.
also,
Yeah.
yeah, and they also added like a 399 option. So they added more stuff for the blueprints basically.
Oh, dang, this is weird. Look what I got, guys. I got 280 of these and only 70 of the alloys. that's a
You get some quick
that,
ones.
that's a good problem to have, though. But I'm saving for down here. Saving for this one.
Ah,
That's a logical change from Camel because the people who were trying to do like 5 gold warplanes wouldn't buy that pack if their lab was already max, but now they can buy that pack because they get the alloy and the blueprints.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can literally use these for here and just push.
are you pushing them to purple?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. I'm gonna have one gold and try. I'm trying to get the rest of purple.
Bloody hell, Woody.
What? What? What?
Yeah, but I guess you five fleet, so it is worth it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. At least if I can get the purple, the disruptor, excuse me, can kick in, and the 5 fleet going in a 5 fleet with a blue with just the golems. I mean, yeah, it's an additional front line, but and a little bit of extra attack. But I mean, if
Oh,
someone sets,
you're going for all purple. You said. I thought you was going for blues.
I have all blues and purples right now.
Ah,
So I have one gold, one purple, and 3 blues, and I'm trying to get all purple. So I mean, that's going to take me time.
But it doesn't matter about 5 fleeting people. It's about global conquest, something like that.
Yeah. So when you go in, yeah, you're absolutely right. And plus, I mean, it does help in 5 fleeting as well because I mean, if you send and you miss and that second fleet get in there, and then the reinforcements are getting in there, within the first 10 seconds that you're trying to hit retreat, you're still being eaten. So I'd rather have a purple plane in there versus a blue plane, or even a green plane at that matter. So at least so I can get out of there and retreat. But okay, we got to get back into 823. Thanks for bringing that up, and thanks for whoever donated that to me. That was very nice of y'all. All right, so 823. Why do I gotta feel? I remember 823 recently. I think I've seen them in a video. Is that man? The nation sounds familiar, And I guarantee when I pop it up, I'm gonna know exactly who Toku. I don't know Tokyo. Volmar. So again, I got a 40, but this other than this guy, Mr. Belvedere and Smurf, Surf and Snow. Sorry. Okay, so I mean they're all together, but they have a couple stragglers. That's not bad because it's only like 35s or whatnot. But all the top players are in the top. So this nation's organized. I want to see their kills or their officers. That's not bad for 40. The kills, they're fighters. They said reinforcements. A couple of them don't fight. But for that, I'm gonna say top 20 they do fight. BP 62. He is still able to be touched, bent over, played with, grabbing ankles, and fingered. But still, I mean, this is someone good to have. But let's see, we got 40, 38. So, I mean, there's a drop after the top 10. There's a drop. Well, I'm not even going to say that, actually. Top 30 is when it drops. So, I mean, that ain't too bad for the 800 nations. So, from top 30 or 35 and above. So, that ain't too bad. That's not too bad. And jumping into 853. Now, in the 800 nations, who would want that merger with that nation? I'm asking because I don't know too much about the 800 nations. What was it? 853? Yeah, 853.
853 is in like a hardcore civil war.
Hardcore civil war.
Check out, yeah, they're alliance PTs.
Why are they civil warring?
I think they legit just love it.
Oh, I see.
Like they just love killing each other.
I see the Russian flag already. You can definitely tell they're hunting monsters. Okay, so they got 241s already. So I take it that these two are fighting over power, aren't they?
I'm not sure the specifics, but I know they just like check out their alliance PP.
Yeah.
They just like they would make 5-2 proud.
Oh wow.
I'm from 853, Woody.
You're from 853?
Yeah, I'm Pride.
What's going on over there, dude?
Yeah, it's a civil war going on. Not it's a long years. This is not first civil war. This is fourth or fifth civil war.
Right, but why? What's going on? Like,
I don't know the reasons. They declared civil war after maybe the void we had 3 months back. They just said that you took our targets and you didn't let win our player, and this some bullshit reasons they started the civil war. So we are just enjoying it.
So let me get this right. And which one of them are the top alliance ranked one in alliance? Because I just looking at this, I can't tell.
See, my city is this Legend Pride. Okay.
Yeah, I see it. I see it right here.
You must be remembering me. I was talking to you about Rizzo last months back.
Yeah.
That she was her R5 was stolen, and you remember?
I do.
I messaged you, and we were yeah. So this civil war is because the nation is divided into two now, and I already wrote to VIP that we don't want merger now, because whoever will come to our nation to merge, he will be suffering because there are two huge alliance fighting.
Well,
hold on. Yo, Woody, hold on. Yo, Legend, Pride. Yeah. Are you playing in two nations?
I'm playing in three nations. I have two C41s and one C39.
Where's your 39?
In 872.
872.
I got
872. You played it in 717 on a friends in a last void.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm purged.
Yeah, same stat.
Yo,
There
you
is
have
nothing different from.
but you have civil war in every nation you playing.
See, we got merged with 852. Okay,
That's
and
but
the
I'm saying
people
you
from
have civil war.
852.
You have
Yeah.
you're fighting civil war in every nation you're playing in.
That's kind of
Yes.
impressive, actually. That's kind of
So
impressive.
so
I am
come
not
on,
fighting.
bro.
I am not fighting.
I have screenshots of your nation chat.
No, no. You have to understand.
You might be the issue, bro. I'm telling you, you
No,
might
no,
be
no,
the
no, no.
issue.
See, you cannot judge a person without understanding the situations. Okay,
Yo, I've seen your post.
872 has no civil war. No, no, no. You have to understand. 872 is not in a civil war. There are some cities which are giving points. They are opening the just to open their own rewards. They are giving points to the other nations. So it's not good, and they even don't know what is LRA.
Woody, you
You
remember I
want such
told you
people
about
in
the
your nation?
nation that posted in your nation chat that they won the void before the killer event even started? It was this guy that made the post.
Well, here's the thing. I've talked to Legend Pride before, like months ago, and he's doing exactly what I was basically telling him he should do. If people are dropping their bubble in the middle of void, zero them out. It's either you're going to zero them out or the enemy's going to zero them
No,
out.
no,
You're going
no,
to get
no.
points out.
Woody. I will explain you. See, we got merged with 852.
Okay.
Okay, the alliance has no fighter. They were all farmers. All farmers. If you see, they don't know even what is LRA. They are like just doing mining in the nation,
So they're just farming.
just farming.
Oh man. Well, I
I get
mean,
that, but yo,
If
Woody, I don't know. His post like his posts will
see,
create these
don't don't
like you
don't
know,
don't judge a
this is
person by
my
a
nation.
empty post.
well,
We follow
Okay,
my rules or whatever. I'm like,
well, I mean,
I would fight back.
in all fairness, and I see AQ709. He's here. Um, if you ever went into their nation chat in 709, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's muted, but he is the top player, or he was the top player before he retired. And does this mean he's coming back?
Mm,
Is he coming back? Ooh, that'd be interesting if he's coming back. Ooh, that'd be real interesting to see him come play. But anyways, he's the same way. Like he has to make his point clear. Like you got to understand, man. Like if you're a top player, they got to do the best they can to lead. And if that means burning a nation down because of it, I mean, so be it. It has to happen. But by second merger, it should be figured out by then. So I mean, right now, even though you've told Camel you don't want a merger, you got it coming, dude. Like you got a merger coming.
yeah. Let's see. Let's hope. What will happen? We don't know.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I mean, you can probably try to do everyone stop attacking everyone. Let's try a second chance kind of deal. I mean, sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. But at least you can say that you tried. You know what I mean? Like everyone stop attacking
No.
everyone and just try
yo,
start
all right,
over.
right. Do in my nation. Here's what we do. Every alliance, we
See,
tell them
the
you
the
bubble
the
2
problem.
hours
The
before reset, and if you
Yeah,
don't
we also
bubble,
do same.
we're gonna hit your
We
city.
also do same.
That's it.
We do
We're
same.
gonna hit your city. We're gonna zero it out right 2 hours before. We give
No,
them
no,
a
no, no.
chance. We give them a chance.
See,
You bubble 2 hours before, or you're gonna
if
get a 20 fleet
if
attack.
you have if you have seen the post for the 872, which has been like already merged, okay, so we should talk about 853 now. You can make a city, just go on the NC and you should check what is going on in the nation. It's like very simple
I
that
have a city over there.
there is a fight that you can check.
I don't.
This fight is not for power or something, it is for ego.
Oh, Eagles
I mean,
so.
I've seen what the guys from NWO what they post. I've seen it,
Yeah.
and they're trolls. They're
See,
trolls.
if you show me one post which I have spoken against anyone in 853, like any words which are not correct, any abuse, have you seen my post? I have never posted anything from the beginning. But people, what they do, they have to understand that what they write is should be in a limit, not like what you feel. You do it.
What do you mean by that? Like,
Even
what you?
though after we found a solution that we will block the players, we block them.
Woody,
Okay, we
look in
don't
the
see the
chat.
chat
I
also.
posted some screenshots in the chat.
Okay.
This is just a fight of ego, nothing else. Anyhow, they don't have players, we don't have players. We are fighting, enjoying, and nothing else. Many left,
Ah,
many.
I can't be having that in that picture on my YouTube, brother. You want to delete that one picture?
Yeah, all right, I'll delete that one. My fault.
Okay, so
This
congratulations,
is
my boy.
870.
We're talking about 873. This isn't 873.
I know, but
This,
it's the same nation. That's the same. He
it's
plays in
not the
all
same
these
nation.
nations. All these nations. He has civil war in all the nations he plays in.
Well, I mean, I think like he said, you can't really judge a book by the cover.
You need to go to the NC of 853 and then judge a person. You should not just put a comment. This trolls are because when you have a C-34 with a LRA of 210 and he is going on a tower against a C-41 on frenzy, what you will do?
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, you are right on that one. You know, you got a 41
Huh?
that's in the
Yeah,
tower, and he's only a 30 something.
I get it. We have
That's
one called Taxi Korean. Idiot. He
see,
tried to hit. He tried to SOS
872
Woody.
is a total different. Woody 872 is a total different nation because it has only one alliance.
right.
We made a super alliance and one academy for us SVR. NWO is the 852 alliance which was merged and they just do their same thing SOS one city of us every day. Nothing else they can do. Even though we gave them a chance to join us and they didn't even participate in any of the attacks for the speeds or any elite war. They don't want to spend one speed. They don't want to spend a single gold. They don't want to shield. They don't want to hide. So, what's the option for us?
I mean, yeah, I mean, at that point, there is really no option but to get her done. Like, kill. Kill. And I hate to say that. I mean,
But 853 is a total different situation. I was there in that previous alliance with Rizzo. Okay. I
mhm.
left from there because of the same issues of ego. I left, and the war always starts for no reasons. If there is a reason, okay, the war is started for XYZ territory or something else, we can understand. Just because you are drunk and you are writing on NC that I was drunk and I just attack your cities, I don't know what to answer for this.
Well, for one,
Then we have to go for one.
for one, if you're drunk and you're attacking cities and you're talking on nation
See,
chat that you just
on
attacked them,
853 NC, 853 NC, there is clearly written by a player who started the war that I was drunk and I was upset because my friend F12 lost the void because Legend Pride took his targets. How can a person take a target?
I mean, you are right on that. When it comes to attacking in not civil war, but void war, it's first come first
No, no, no.
serve.
Goody.
Oh,
I have seen your every video of your elite
oh,
war,
this is not.
void,
Oh,
frenzy. I have seen
oh.
you send you are sending 5 fleets to a person. If
Yeah,
someone is coming joining and you will start a civil war against him, that no, why you came for the points. The void is open for anyone.
the void
You can
is.
attack anywhere,
That is true. That is true. Void's.
and
It's like
there is a
I'm not sitting in the second ranked alliance looking for them to post a target. If I see a target, I'm going. So like
yeah, true for me
that's
also same.
so for in this person, if he's saying that you're stealing his targets, well, be faster. Fucking be faster. I hate to
Okay,
say it like
you
that.
can see no. I will tell you. You can see his achievements and my achievements. You will understand. Open my yeah. Open now. How many voids I have won?
Oh, you won them all. Like
Okay.
you're the top
Now
one, and then his, you know, he's
now
only
check
got
this.
very.
This one void which he has won. Rizzo played on her city and he had won. He even don't know how to play. Just he's a child, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, unfortunately, the issue is that you guys are about to you guys are about to get merged. So
And I will tell you about one thing more. This C39 God Vlad. You know his C39, his stats. You know what his stats? 1,000.
is it 39?
Yeah, 1,000
So
LRA.
he's sitting at a 37 stat wise.
Yeah. And when they are going to fight in another nation, they should understand when you are returning, you need to shield. They give
Yeah, you know
unlimited
what?
time.
I would agree about that one. 100% about that. When
But
you
but 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 you know, Woody, actually we don't prefer civil wars in any nation. Any nation. Even in 872, this is not civil war. It's a war between some 5, 6 cities fighting against us. Nothing else. And in 853, we are fighting. This is
you
not
know
first time. This is fourth civil war.
there's a good solution to this. Those 5 or 6 people that are
Tell
fighting
you,
and arguing it, all you guys leave your alliance, go in the corner, and just beat each other up.
see,
You know what I mean?
fighting.
That's my nation rule in my nation. If there's animosity between 2 players, you both leave the alliance, go in the corner, and fuck off. And that's how it is in my nation. So
Woody, see, if you have a time, just make a city in 853 and you should see and you should decide that what is going on is like, if you will see the things going on in 853, the merger should not come now because any nation will come, they will suffer.
well, and I understand that, but unfortunately, you guys got your message from your VIP. So whether you say no or not, it's coming,
Yeah,
and
it's coming, but
that's
It's time for you guys to put your differences aside, man. You know, if you guys want to
see,
battle, you should just battle
I
on
have,
Viber,
see,
on
I am a
Discord.
person.
Just
No, no, no,
just
no, no,
don't
no.
fight
Wait,
in
wait.
game, man. Listen, just
See,
I've been listening to you and I've been listening to your issue, and I think this game has, yeah, you know, you need a spirit. You need like a big guy spirit. You know, you need to swallow whatever it is. Be bigger than the game and your issues,
see,
and just be larger
this
than
is a
life,
live
man.
channel. This is a live channel, okay? I am telling you very frankly, before the civil war, I messaged their R4 long back that we should make a
make a
on
super
us,
alliance, right?
on me, insult us. That thing is gone. Okay. Then after this civil war, also I am telling you on the live channel, I have no problems playing together. I don't want to rule. I will follow the rules. I am a very straight person.
Right.
I don't like to attack anyone in the nation. My record in my nation is before the civil war, I have never attacked a single farm in my nation in last 1 year. This is my first civil war I participated. Last three civil wars, I told them I am not giving a bullshit. I am going to play my events. I will be in shield. But this time, as I was a R5, I have to take the decision to go for a civil war. In last 1 year, I have never attacked a single farm in my nation. And you are saying in 872 is a different story
Well,
because there is a different 853 is different. So I am telling on a live channel that I have not a I have no problem going together and fighting together. But if you don't respect a person, then it's not.
no, I agree.
Then it will be.
I agree with the whole respect thing. And another thing that I'll say one last thing, and then we have to move on because we do have a lot of nations we got to look at. Is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I
Okay.
were you, if I were you, I would personally reach out to that other player and talk to him man to man without the whole cussing or
There you
saying
go.
you did this.
There you go.
No finger
Yeah, I
pointings.
did it.
Well, I'm
I
just
did it. He posted the screenshot on the Discord that this guy see what he's writing. He want to play with us.
I
He
understand
did
that,
it.
but obviously you guys are bumping heads, so there has to be a point where you guys have to come to terms. It's like a business. Like
Yep.
you can't just say fuck you to the business because they're gonna say fuck you back, and nothing's gonna get solved. So you got to make a
We need.
sacrifice in somewhere. This is gonna have to be
Thank you.
between you two, and because you two are your nation leaders. Like everyone listens to
Take
what
a
you
bullet
two
for your
say.
nation, man. It's okay. Take a bullet
I
for your
don't want
nation.
to
It's
rule,
fine.
bro.
But
I don't want to rule. I'm telling you, I can be a R4 and I can play as a team. But the problem is ego of the persons they are abusing, they are talking shit. You cannot manage these people.
well, I mean, it's hard to manage someone like that, but unfortunately, um, zeroing someone out
His
Last
life.
does that.
last last 10 capital we took. 10 capital continuously we took from them.
Well, I mean, the whole subject about bringing up you stole my target. You know what? In my eyes, and I'm pretty sure about 90% of the players in alliances and nations is if they got there first, be faster. And I agree with you saying, hey, you know what? It's a target. Anyone can go for it.
Hello.
Just because you've seen them
All right,
first,
nice jacket.
just because you've seen them first doesn't mean that they can't go for them either. You know, it,
Yeah, you should move on the next nation. Otherwise, this will be a long
yeah,
discussion.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna move on to
We will talk to later about this.
yeah, we're moving on to 864 right here. They're up for merger right now. They do have everyone in the top alliance. They got a 40, a 30, a couple 38s, a couple 37s. So it does look like, other than this guy, these two people, I mean, they got their shit together for the most part. They got a little, obviously, they have a little bit of concerns. Officers on this top guy needs to be worked on. I think he was more, from what I can see, it looks like he was pushing the city and not the inside of it. But they got the nation together, so I mean that's a huge plus. I don't know if they're well. I mean they are fighters. At least the top six are fighters. Top seven are fighters. Maybe. Sorry. maybe. Maybe. But BPs, they can all hide their troops. So I mean that if they are good at hiding their troops, they can be deadly. Um, so I don't know who they're gonna merge with. We're gonna move on to 890. Not trying to like push it through this, but we're not even halfway through the list, and we're over an hour in. So 890, 890. Gotta find it. 894, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is, right here. As we're going in there, see what they got cooking over here. Okay, so they got 241s, and they are not all in the same alliance. So they got some work to do. Are we noticing a pattern here, guys? I'm noticing a lot of these nations that are up for merger.
Those
They
241s are in their own alliance. Literally, it's only those two in that alliance.
Why? That makes no sense whatsoever. Well, I'm noticing a pattern. The pattern that I'm noticing throughout almost all these nations are there's civil war. The alliances are not all put into one, so it's gonna be a hell of a fucking merge this season. And I think that's what Camel meant. Like, just wait till you see this merger. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking merger between a lot of nations. Hopefully that the nations that do get merged, they get merged with a nation similar to what they want versus I don't know because all these nations I'm seeing so far they're all in civil war. So it looks like nations are going to just bring civil war into another civil war nation. Oh man, 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 man. Let's see. Are they killers? So I mean, the top two are killers. The third one's a killer, kind of. I mean, so they do fight, but the question is, are they fighting each other, or are they actually fighting the void? Oh man, I don't know what to say about that. This isn't a good sign, especially if there's a murder coming for them. And I'm guaranteed they probably asked for it too. So I do wish 890 some luck. Moving on to 897. 897. All right. Right here. 897. Soul Society is the president. Let's check these guys out. All right. All right. They got a little bit. You can tell this guy's from 146. So their top alliances are they got looks like they got their stuff together for the most part. They are a tiny bit split up a little bit. Um, I'm wondering if there's civil war there. If not, I think the two alliances. I think NWA should be joining. These players should be joining VHS. Yeah, I think that they should be joining them and just play with each other for a month or two and see, how things work out. And it probably will work out, but or this just could be number one alliance, number two alliance, and then whatever merge with either joins one of them or these guys join the other nation. But this is gonna be interesting to see. So far, it doesn't not look like civil war. Well, let's check and see if there's bubbles. I guess that will tell us right off the bat. Come on, NWA, where is your hive? You're somewhere. Yeah, I'm seeing bubbles. Well, no, I'm not seeing bubbles. Only on the small guys.
There's no civil war in 897 right now.
Yeah, the only thing I can see, you know what? I can tell you what's happening. They probably introduced the rule that C29 and below has to be T4s. And these are other than this guy, these are the players that don't want to freaking get rid of the T5s and above. Because you notice in all 29s, 28s, 22s, they're below 30. Other than that one guy. That's what that's the intake I would take from that. Is that they're hiding their troops. They're hiding their
I used to
troops.
play there, Woody, and that's pretty much what happened. The rule is C30 and below,
So
and tier
these are
fives.
these are the players that are not that they're eventually just going to get zeroed out because they're not going to they're a going to live in a bubble or they're going to get zeroed out because their bubble's going to fall. Tisk tisk. But let's see what they got cooking over here. I think we went over there to 40, 37. I think I said that they needed to work on his officer. No. Well, yeah, they do. Thunder Gun needs to work on his officer. At 38 is where you should be at about 10 for your officer. And he is a 40, sitting at 8.6. So he is a little bit behind his officers, but I mean, he's not doing bad. He's close. he's close. I don't want to talk too bad about them. So I think this will be a decent nation to merge with. Hopefully they don't have civil war going into there. I'm noticing there's not many 41s in these mergers. What was that? 897? Was that no? That was 8. What was that one that I just looked at?
897.
Okay, so then we're gonna jump into 906. 906. 906.
I thought that was 890.
Was that
Oh no, never
890?
mind.
You went through 890
Um,
first and then 897 second.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
897. Never mind.
Okay. All right, so 906.
Yeah, let's insult trouble.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So we got a 40, 38, 38, 38. Okay, you guys remember these are the 900 nations. So 900's average is about 36. 36, 37-ish. So I mean, they got a couple spenders here. 65, 81. Reputation's good. So let's see. Core. So they are united. This is good. So this will be a good nation. Let's look at their kills. 159. All right. So they do team attacks. At least top 10. No, yeah, they do team attack, so that's good. This will be a nation that could probably say that they could send about 25, 30 in a hit, which is good. Not bad. He's at 10. He's right where he's a little behind, but he's not bad. He's still strong as hell. 38.
Yeah, I think 906. I would take 906 in this.
Yeah, that they don't seem like they're in civil war, so that'd be a good merger right there. So, all right, moving on to
The only
908.
the only thing about 906 is they have this freaking idiot named Bullet. I
We
can't stand him.
there's always that one person in the nation. There's always that one, but
Who that?
always that one. I don't know who that is, so so
He can't stand Bullet.
I think that's what he said. Yeah.
Well, I'm just giving him a hard time.
All right,
He
908.
Bullets loves to hate me, so
All right, 908. They're getting a merger. Is that
you ain't.
yeah, that yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't a body, right?
Yeah.
So he's getting his merger. I don't know why this guy is Miko, whatever.
He's a special idiot.
Like short bus wearing a helmet, licking his window, kind of special.
He only wants to be R5, so he won't join us.
He's a 35.
Yeah, but he's weak.
Well, I mean, now to be an R5, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a top city. You know, you can literally have a 34 and be an R5. It's just you better have control of what's best for the nation. Who is on their phone?
No, he's weak. But the problem is he wants to be R5, but he doesn't manage the second alliance well.
So he wants to be an R5 of his alliance, or R5 of there is no R5 of the nation. There's an R6.
No, he wants to be R5 of an alliance. So we just let him kind of do his own thing. As long as they bubble, we're happy.
So he does. So his alliance don't drop bubbles. They don't leak points.
No, they're pretty good about bubbling because we'll kill them if they do.
Gotcha.
They drop bubbles.
Sorry, Trouble. Trouble, can you mute your mic? I really don't want to mute you, but I'm hearing a phone call in the background or a TV. Trouble. Thank you. Thank you, Trouble. So I mean, this would be a good alliance. Like I know you ain't about it. So and he's a good player.
Yeah, he goes hard.
He goes hard. You said hard. Anyways. And he's alliance. His officers is right where he should be at a 38. Yeah. He's right on track.
Look at mine, little 8th guy down there.
Number 8, Travis.
Yeah, I spend a little bit, but not too much.
35 at 5. You're a little behind, but not far. You're not far.
No, I do what I can.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. When I say when I'm saying you're a little behind, that doesn't mean for me to tell you, hey, you spent all that money on those officers. It just means you're just a little behind. It doesn't mean like I would stop working on your plane and go back in there and put whatever money you're putting in your plane, put it in the officers. That's what I mean.
No.
So this is going to be a decent. If these guys ain't leaking points, this is going to be a good merger.
No, yeah, we have a pretty tight alliance. We have a high win rate on Void and Frenzy. So
now you guys all that know like what this means come merger, right? Once you guys get merged, you're no longer going to see the nations that you usually fight in Void.
Right.
You're going to start seeing older nations and other merged nations. So with that being said, I do want to. Okay, so we're going in 9. Didn't 923? Didn't they make the list? I thought 923 made the list.
No, they are not on the list. No.
Hold on.
They are not on the list. Promise.
Yeah, 923 and 896 are not on there.
I think they made the list.
No.
No, I literally talked to Rotter. He did not like. None of them got notice.
Yeah, I was just in voice chat with him like a few minutes ago.
You're gonna make me ping him. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna make me ping him. No, this will be his
I
nighttime right now.
I
So,
just talked to Rotter a minute ago. They did not get a merge announcement.
ooh, I thought they did. Okay, I guess they didn't. That sucks then. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. So then 917 will be the next one. I don't know many of these 900 nations, so you guys do. So please walk me through them.
Um, I believe 917 is like Civil War or something.
Oh man,
I could be wrong on that, but
well, they got a 41, 130 minutes. So they got a whale. Let's check and see. APET. Yeah, they're kind of. Looks like they got a couple people that are on the outside. Yeah, it does look like there might be civil war going on there. See kills. Did they try to have to make their alliance, the super alliance, or are they just not even gonna bother with that? Is this guy strong? Who's that?
I don't actually know about that account, but um, I know that player was playing in 910. I think they might have a city in both.
Okay.
I'm not too sure on specifics there. I think Saeed might have a better idea, but he's not on here.
I don't know why guys. Why are you guys making different accounts? Look. If one nation don't work out for you, stop playing that city and move to the next one. 100%. Don't play in two nations.
Unless they have enough fuck you money to spend in both.
Yeah, but I mean, someone's gonna. Panthera, can you mute your mic, please? But eventually, someone's gonna not bubble. Is what I'm saying. Like playing one nation. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you. Sorry. Playing one. Stop. I don't know how to say it the right way, but stop. But I mean, they got a 41, they got 38s, they got a couple 37s. So I mean, they're up for merger. They're somewhat decent with getting the super alliance, but they still got some work to do. I hope that they can put their difference aside if you say during Civil War for the sake of the nation, and move on. Again, who knows? What if they get 904 and 904 says, "Do you know what? Fuck you," when they kill this guy, and then what good is this guy? You got a 41 that's zeroed out. And that happens. It happens, unfortunately. But no, I know 904 is not on the list, so that ain't going to happen. So 934 is next, and we have a player here, Darkness, that's from that, used to play in that nation. And I'm sure she's been waiting to talk, unless she's snoring right now.
No, she
I'm
was
here.
You hear, Darkness?
Yeah, I'm here.
You ready to talk shit about your nation? Your old nation?
Sure.
All right, I got to find it first.
ask VIP not to merge with 908.
Wouldn't that be
No, I'm
something?
not back. Wait.
Wouldn't that be something if you guys actually did get your merge? Because I mean, the numbers are close. They are close. So you got TSS and BOW totally split down the
That's
middle.
it, though.
So it's just two alliances, right?
Yeah, and then we have that third that we're fighting with.
So it's just two alliances, but then a second one, so they're totally split.
Yeah, you guys are split. So two alliances. The third one is that the last chance alliance, or is that the
So we're actually we had an academy, which is that third one, and they're the ones who want to farm all day. So we have the BOW is our actual main alliance, and then they're at war with number 1 and 2.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I want to stop you right there. There is no such thing as an academy. They are a farm. They are farms. I'm telling you that now. People say they're academies. Trust me, they are farms. They're secondary cities. Get rid
They
of
are.
them.
They are.
They need to
They're
just.
secondary
They
cities
need it. They
of
need
the
to
other
get rid of
people.
them. All they are is liabilities. That's all they are. Get rid of them. In my nation rules. If your secondary city gets burned, guess what? Your main gets burned with it. So it's not worth it. Just get rid of them. Focus on one city and one city only. But you guys said that you guys. I remember because I went into your nation and made a city there, and I started trying to talk some sense into
And then what happened?
Civil War.
They were like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, get out of here. We don't care."
We don't know who you are, Woody.
Yeah, yeah, you fake ass.
And then they get a YouTube. Oh shit, that's him.
Right.
So did they actually fix it or no? Or are they still?
No, no, it's it. They've been in civil war this whole time since then.
Yo, you guys are fighting
It's
over farms though.
no, it's we're fighting over. They don't like the fact that Bao wants to do certain things to make it a better nation. So it's like the farmers and the free players team together to attack their main fighting alliance, which makes no sense.
But what can a farm and let's be real, what can farms and free to play players and if there's any free to play players in here,
All of them.
what can you do against them?
I mean,
You can't.
they can leak points. They can keep destroying every KE. They can. I mean, they can just cause you headaches.
Well, you know what that means. Go to 385.
I mean, yeah, that's where I'm at now.
That's what that means. And you're liking 385 much better. So
Yeah,
so yet another Civil War nation get merged.
their win rate is 31%.
What?
Yeah,
Can you repeat
it's
that?
31. Their win rate is 31%. I checked it last void.
What? 31% win rate?
Yeah,
Like how? Like how do
I
you,
mean,
I can't even get 31 if I tried.
I'm kind of surprised it's that high.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I need I need
tell
to
your
get out
VIP
of.
you don't want to merge 918.
I need to stop looking at this nation before it starts rubbing on mine. Sorry, 31.
Yeah, I don't want to merge with them.
They don't
Do
merge.
not want to merge.
Well, they're about to fuck around and find out because there's gonna be a nation that if they're put together and they got the top alliance and they're all got their shit together, they're gonna zero every one of those motherfuckers out and start from scratch. All right, 937 is next. And you know what? I've even said that in their nation chat too. So they fuck around, they find out, and I guarantee you, if they get zeroed out, they're probably gonna get muted. They're gonna get blocked. They don't care to hear it.
Hey, I think we passed by 919.
We did. We did. Well, 919 will be next. How's that? Just remind me.
That's fine. Just wanted to make
Remind
sure.
me. So over here in 937, yeah, 937, you got OK. That's his name, OK. He's a 41. Ooh. Ooh. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Let's check and see his officers. He's a big boy. He's wearing some big boy pants. But is he carrying? So, well, I mean, he's sharing. So he's carrying, but he's sharing. So this guy's stepping up. That's good.
Did you see the drop off in that officer power?
I did. I did. It goes from 12 to 5. He's carrying. So at one point, and okay, I'm going to say okay. At what point does this player just say, you know what, I think I'm moving elsewhere? That's a big. That's still a big drop right there for Titans. But that officer drop, I can't. That's yikes. Yikes.
I think 923 played them recently. I don't remember them being very impressed.
Man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's a big. That's too big of a drop. Like if this was like a 10, it would be different. But in reality, he should be a 10 because he's a 38. That and this guy's a 34. I'm okay. So they got their nation somewhat together. No, they don't. They're mixed up. What am I talking about? They're in civil war. That's exactly what it is. They're fucking in civil war, aren't they? They're fighting for whoever's the strongest alliance is.
There's a lot of GOT cities at first glance.
Yeah, but their top GOT cities are 35. Oh no, 37.
Yeah, I was just commenting on like the C41 is in whatever 9TS or whatever.
Yeah, and there's like barely. Is there? Too bad I can't see their actual alliance. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Yeah. The funny thing is the gap isn't even that far. The gap isn't even that far. How many people are in here? Okay, so I mean they're full. They're about the same. 92, 91, about the same. These guys are okay. So they, I mean, they're do if they're not in civil war, if they're not in civil war and they're going to merge, that can be a deadly nation. But if they're going into merge with a civil war, that's gonna suck. This guy, okay, okay, he's gonna be doing a lot of fighting. He's gonna be doing a lot of cleaning, and I don't know if he's gonna have the patience for that. Right? You said 919. See, I remembered. I remembered 919. Is there something about this nation that sticks out in 919?
I don't actually remember much about these guys. I think there was a guy named Storm that seemed to like stick out enough for me to remember, but we haven't played them.
This is Joy's old nation.
Oh, it's Joy's old nation. Is
Yeah.
Joy in here?
I don't think so. I didn't see her.
I seen her. She was in last night's podcast or yesterday's podcast. So the top guy's got 88, so you can't even hide his troops anymore. So
I think she still has a city in there, but she mostly just does like dailies and stuff in it
there she is. 35.
to answer trouble.
Yeah, there she is. Oh, my poor Joy. But I mean, their alliance. I mean, look at that. Their nation is aligned. They are aligned. They are all in the top alliance, which is perfect. So this will be a good merger. I'm gonna look at the kills. They all kill. They show up. They got team. Well, I mean, to a point. To a point. There's only so much these 32s and 33s can do. Obviously, the bigger city's going to get more kills, but they're showing up.
Well, we've beat them twice, and I think Void and Frenzy.
So does that Storm guy even fight? 278?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Does he fight in Void is the question.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, I mean, they're gonna find out. Their alliances they got the number one alliance, so they got that going for them. I'm not gonna look too deep into them. 938 is the next nation. We're getting towards the end of it, the end of the list. Don't you guys dare post in our list. 938. Hold on, we're looking. 27, 28. We need 38. 938. I'm going the wrong way. Are you serious? 923 is not being merged?
No.
Man. I would be flipping right now. Rooter should be saying...
What everyone thinks is because Camel's not merging 896 and 923, so everyone thinks that they're going to, next round, they'll merge 923 and 896.
Maybe. I mean, that is possible. I'm not gonna lie,
So
that is possible. They're like
have another like extremely strong nation to fight like 904 or some crap.
Good luck with that. I'm not.
By the look, they're probably pretty happy they're not getting merged this round.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
I know,
Let's just
yeah.
say there's a lot of landmines.
This whole entire merger is a landmine so far. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
good. This is good. Right now, they're all in the top alliance, other than at 34, which I get. But they're that's good news right there. Let's see what this top guy is at 7. What is he again at 39? All right, so he's a little behind on his officer. 36 at 5. Yeah, they need a. Let's look at their warplanes. Whoa, he's still got only got a purple plane.
What
Light.
was it, officer?
Buy green tea. But this person right here, 35's got a gold plane. Unless he's got all blue and they're just leveling him up. Officer. So Sawtooth is at 7-1. He's at 39. He should be about 11 right now as a 39.
I was gonna say normally you recommend people have like a much higher officer before they
Correct.
even bother with gold, right?
Correct. Correct. If you're a 38, you're going to be around 10. That
Yeah.
that would be the idea. So if and obviously he's not pushing the plane because it's still a purple plane right now. He needs to push those officers up there, and he'll be much stronger, much stronger. But they got everyone in the same alliance, so I mean that's right off the bat. That's a good thing for merger. So good for them. 938. Next one's gonna be 981. 981.
And if like we tell our VIP we don't want a merger, would they not merge?
So that used to work a while ago, and it might work if you're a mega whale.
Yeah, I'm not.
Vegas,
My 5,000 whatever.
Vegas kind of mega whale, to where you might say, "No, I think we're going to pass." Um, it used to be to the point where the R6 of your nation would be like, "Nah, we're going to pass," but there were some incidents that happened that where um, they don't allow it to happen anymore. So if you're going to be if they plan you being merged, you're being merged.
Man, Raz ruins everything.
It wasn't Raz, I promise you that.
No, it was the nation that was going to merge with you.
I can't deny here. You know what I mean. So they're top.
I know.
So
I know.
these guys are here. They got all the alliance in the top. All the players in the top alliance, which is good. They're organized. They lack a whale. I want to see their kills. See our officers first. So as a 36 with 6, he's about right where he should be. Maybe 7 would be right where he should be. So I mean, Cell's not doing bad at all. Kills they got. So they fight. So they got numbers. So this is good. This is good. Well, this
I
is
don't care if they don't have a whale. A nation doesn't need a whale.
you're right. They don't. They don't. What they need is activity. And by looking
Yeah.
at this, and we all have to remember that these are nations that are getting closer to the thousands, so they haven't had much time to
Yeah.
create a lot of kills. So just so putting that in perspective, they're fighters. They are fighters. I don't think this is a civil war nation. We can tell just by looking at the bubbles, if there is any bubbles. That's you. Yeah, dude, you got 29s and 30s and not even bubbled. So, well, you got these people. These are probably from whoever they're voiding against. Filling in slots. Yeah, this is not a civil war nation. This is good. This would be an ideal nation for the 900, close to the thousands, to get. It's not bad. Move it on. What are we at? 992. Ooh, man. 992. Well, we got 66 people still watching on YouTube right now. Hi, guys. I feel like I've neglected them. I apologize. What was it? 992? I'm in the wrong globe. 992. 399. Oh, really? There we go. LK. Why does that sound familiar? I'm thinking LT. Okay. I know an LT. All right. So, split up. These guys are probably in Civil War. Gizmo's a 36. He's just right where he should be. 35. He probably should be. He's close. Kills. So they do fight. But the question is do they fight each other? Or are they fighting actually in Void? Let's check and see. We'll go this way this time. Look for bubbles. Look for bubbles. Well, I mean, I can't really see any bubbles over here. In the eye, whatever you want to call it. I don't think they're in Civil War. I think they're just split up. I don't think they've made a Super Alliance yet. Anyone know anything that's going on there in 992? Anyone heard of them? Played them? Bent them over? No lube? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Alright, we went on to 1002. 1002. This will be the last nation that we know that is for sure being merged. So 10002. Let's look at this. And then afterwards you guys can talk about questions and whatnot that we can answer. Because that means we've gone through the whole list. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Dark Seed. Dark Side. BioPro. Ooh. Ooh. I got a 40 up there in the 1002. Let's check and see where his officers are. He's a little behind. But he's a little behind. He's very behind. Titans ain't bad though. Titan ain't too bad. Warplane. He needs to stop at the Titans and the Warplane and go right to those officers. Start pumping those officers. That would be my my suggestion to him. Back into the cities. So we got 40, 37. So it is a drop, but in 1002 as a 36, that's still not bad, guys. That's still not bad. It's not too bad. And their average is... Really? It's only going to give me 34? Are we still... You guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Eh,
I don't know why it's not loading.
It's not giving me 100.
Yeah, that's strange.
Weird.
Let's try that again. Oh, that's why the game's crashing. That's why.
Fucking camel.
Yep. Now imagine that happening in Void.
Yeah, I'd be crapping my.
So who the fuck are they gonna merge with?
They look one of the best nations so far.
Yeah. Well, no, there was a. Well, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. But the guy needs that top guy needs to stop with the plane and stop with the Titan, and
Which nation was that?
that was 1002 or 1002.
Oh, yeah.
But who the hell will they merge with? Is my questions. You got these two.
I mean, I'd have to assume there's got to be
Okay, so
more.
no. Well, hold on. Hold on. So 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. Yeah, there has to be more than just this
Yeah.
being merged. We just don't got
I,
the separate
I've
list
been
yet.
looking around for any more like self-reporting while you've been streaming, and I haven't found any more.
Yeah,
It's wild
Yeah.
to me. How are players keeping silent? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, you would think that we would be seeing more people responding immediately, but
yeah, either
It
that
is
or they're
Christmas
not
Eve.
very active.
You got a point
well,
there.
true, yes, holidays.
I mean, I see a bunch of people saying we need a merger, we need a merger, we need a merger, but realize Camel's not even paying attention to that. You can say we need a merger all you want, but I think every single nation in the game has said we need a merger in all the rooms, and they haven't got one yet. All right, going back into 10.
But what do you?
Yeah,
908
Everybody,
908 tells all its players not to ask for a merger. Nobody in our nation asked for a merger.
that's good. You shouldn't be until you guys are ready.
but for the people that keep asking how to get a merger, I think you saw the pattern today. I mean, there's a lot of civil
Yeah,
wars.
dude, you're right. And you know what? It's a good possibility that every single person, every single one of those nations probably asked for a merger, and they're about to find out where
Will 779 get a merger? That's the question.
they have not, and they're not on the
It
list.
is not a question. They did not get notice.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
I think Cash will have to be the person that's CEO or whoever's running that city.
I had someone ask Cash, and the answer was they don't have notice.
Jeez. I bet you Cash is happier and happier every single time that he went to 904. No offense, anyone here that's from 779, but I feel bad for that guy. I feel bad for Cash. I really do. Actually, I feel bad for people in 779. If you guys would just stop farming and stop logging into your farms, it probably happened by now. But farmers are gonna farm no matter what.
I think they did a purge, and I think Cash's account is in the like PHM now too. So I don't know what they got going over there.
He's got someone like taking care of the city for like daily maintenance or something like that.
Are you from 779 or no?
Me? No, I'm Rally from 896.
Gotcha. Okay, so you just happen to know what's going on over there.
Yeah, I was talking to someone from 904.
Well, I mean, this 1002, they look pretty decent for their nation. BioPro does need to work on his officers. Like I said, I would tell him, if whoever's in here and they see him, tell him to stop with the Titans and stop with the plane and directly focus on his officers. And he will see such an increase of power, like huge increase of power, huge. But anyone got any questions about merger that are upcoming? Like what to do, how to go about it? Because honestly, so far, other than maybe 2 or 3 on this list, it looks like everyone's literally in civil war.
Ugh, I don't want that.
Yeah, this is going to be a civil war merge, is what I'm picking up.
No.
Hey, Woody, would you consider this a massive merge or subpar?
What's he say?
Would you consider this a massive merge with a lot of nations, or is this kind of subpar?
How many did you count when you did that?
I don't think this is the whole list.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think that this is probably only half the list. So remember, Camel might have only reached out to half the people. This also might not be the Lock Nations that are included. Because we're not going to hear anything from the Lock Nations unless they speak up and they come in here and talk about it. We won't know. Maybe just the tip might know because he was he talks to them. But as for me, I don't know.
So, Woody, how fast is this gonna happen? Within the next 2 days?
No, they said January 2025. So
Okay.
within the next week or two. I mean, they're in all the messages they said January 2025. So I'm assuming within the first couple of days of the new year. So
this list could
The week
blow up
before
even
Wednesday.
more then.
I'm sorry. What? I was chugging some coffee.
this list could definitely blow up some more.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
this list is literally just what I was able to put together from
yeah.
what I was able to see this morning.
And I want to thank you for doing that because I was literally at work all night and I noticed that you were doing that and I was like, you know what, that's mad props. Like you were already like setting it up for this live before like you were doing good. And you know what, I'm gonna give Rooter a call out too because Rooter was doing the exact same thing in a lock server that I have.
Yeah,
He was doing the same thing for me. So major call off to
So this
Rooter as
guy's
well.
snooping in my nation. Jesus Christ.
What would you say?
He's snooping in my nation.
Snooping
Yeah, he's coming and spying.
in your nation?
Yeah, stealing all our battle plans and shit. Damn.
Who?
Whoever put together this list, how did he find out about 717?
someone posted it.
Because
Yeah,
someone posted it, dude. I seen that long time ago too. That was like the first nation I seen.
yeah, someone posted it on one of the discords.
Oh
You gotta,
God!
dude. You
I bet it
gotta.
was. I bet it was Queen.
Look, look to the left of the screen. You see all those? There's a lot of alliances and nations that chat, and so I mean, it can be your freaking your number two player in your alliance that told someone that got drawn out to the next person, next person, next person.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know
it
anything
was.
about
It
the
was. It was
700s
one
for
of
the most
our. It
part.
was one of our R4s that did it because we were trying to keep it quiet.
Well, it's out.
Whoops.
It's out.
Emails, bro.
What
Emails.
what advantage do you have by trying to keep it quiet?
Yeah, why?
No,
Yeah.
not an advantage, but you try to not create a frenzy.
Because everybody
You feel
wants you,
me?
or
Everybody's gonna start asking all these questions. Trust me.
Like in nation
I
chat or
don't.
whatever.
Yeah, your nation chat
Yeah.
is gonna be flooded.
Who cares?
Just be happy that it's not. There's no GC chat going on right now
Oh,
Yeah, right.
because that can well, 777 found out about that.
yeah, my Viber chats because we have like an alerts. We have like two different chats for like when it's fighting day and like it's a social chat,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them are blowing up.
Oh
Everybody
yeah, oh
asking
yeah.
these questions like,
Oh
how am I
no.
supposed to know who we're gonna merge with?
So
We just know we're getting a merger.
yeah, so
Oh no.
with that list that we've seen, guys, I would definitely your top R5, or the R6 of your nation. Like for say when I was getting merged, I personally went to the two nations that I was going to get merged with, or whoever I thought was going to merge with, and I started talking to them. You got to get to know them. Like if you're in Civil War, and this whole fucking list is, if you're in Civil War, you guys have to end it. Like literally, you're already destroying your nation. Now you're literally going to really destroy it. You have to end it. You have to, or it's much.
Yo, I bet that most of the nations that are in civil war are fighting against Koreans.
Well, I mean that's not necessarily true.
Kind of.
We're always fighting against Koreans. All nations in civil war are fighting against Koreans.
Partially, yeah.
I swear to
Partially,
God.
yeah. I agree.
Well, because and the reason I say I don't think that's necessarily true is because like all my big players in my nation, they're Koreans, and we get along with them very well.
Weren't they in civil war
Seven,
before
so
before the merge? Weren't they in civil war?
738. You know what? I think SMF is in here. Thought I seen him. Yeah, SMF is in here. SMF, were you guys in Civil War before we merged?
No, we weren't. We had some like attacks here and there, like with fam, but nothing was really serious.
So
Like
they were like
nothing, no civil war, like actual civil war.
they were like what, the blacklisted cities?
No, just like attacks here and there. Somebody said something, but actual civil war, like ongoing, like other nations, we never had that.
Let me ask you, and I'm not going to give you any hints. The day we found out that 736 to 738 were going to merge, what was the first thing I did? What did I say in the nation chat?
To drop everything, all the shit.
Drop everything, give everyone a second chance. It Guys,
which is good.
it works. It works. Change your
It's not.
fucking.
Yeah, it worked for
Nah,
us
it
because
works. It works. No, it only worked because it came from a celebrity,
Not a
celebrity
celebrity.
city.
I am not a
It's a
celebrity.
celebrity city.
I am not a celebrity. I'm just.
That's call it what you will. That's what it is.
I'm
it's
just.
not that like a celebrity city. I tell you what, because when we found out that we are merging with 736, which I like, we started this conversation and we wanted like that merge, right? So the another alliance, they were like mostly like a lot of farmers, not as many fighters. They were fighting here and there, but they we had always disagreements, always like cursing each other and see, but at the end of the day, they came to their senses. I told them like, let's just move on and let's do this thing. And slowly, we after the merge, everything like got better.
It
But
clicked.
Woody,
because
I think the only
in their
city.
alliance, they had guys also like like they could understand the potential and they saw it. Although when we merged, they remained in their second alliance, but now they moved to our alliance, and now everything is good.
Yeah.
Woody, the only nation you can't stop a civil war in if you were supposed to merge with them is 700.
Well,
700 Nation is they're probably one of the craziest
That's
guys
the
like
only nation.
in that
I'm telling
seven
you, if
globe.
you were supposed to merge with 709 right now, I guarantee you could help out with their civil war and it stops.
if we merge with 709 right now, um, 'cause I get along with Mad, and I also get along with the WF Alliance. So I'm sure if we merge with 709, which I know we won't because they've already been merged twice. Um,
AQ's back.
I know he was actually in here. He might actually still be in here. I seen him earlier. I actually unmuted him too. Um, AQ's back. So with that being said, okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna log in my 709 city. I want to see. I want to see what's being said there. I want to see.
Well, I'll tell you this: AQ City is in WT.
What?
I saw that a week ago.
Wait a minute. So it sounds like either AQ's mad at mad,
Whoever's driving
or
that city, I don't know.
or AQ's really trying to get that nation together.
Who knows?
Where is my 709 city?
I
Come
think you
on.
passed it.
I think I did. I think I did. Yeah. 709, you have no clue. You're about to be freaking. There it is right there. you're about to have the whole entire game look at your business. Everyone's going to look at your business. I didn't know AK.
This is Aradin from 709. What happened was that one of the players from Woot used a secret city that
Okay.
they embedded into MAD to buy IQ City because the player who took over IQ City was a player called Mac. They changed to, and what's happened is that using some sort of secret city, they then use that as an intermediary to try and to buy the city. So GG now owns the Mac City. So the civil war will be ongoing in 709 for as long as time can go, I'm afraid.
So is it true that AQ's back or no?
No, there's no knowledge of it in anybody in MAD so far that IQ's back. Whether he's
Because
trying to do something behind the scenes below the R4 level, above R4 level with the R4s, I don't know. But
because
there's no mention of IQ coming back at all at the moment.
because
Whether he tries to get his city back, whether he tries to get his city back off GG, because basically most of the civil war is the beef between IQ and GG.
well,
So who cares?
here's the thing. AQ was in this chat earlier today. He was in here. He was in this stream because he was muted, and I unmuted him. He was in here. He was in here,
Well,
guys.
as far as we know, or the main body of MAD, whether it's something that's occurring above our pay grade, we don't know. But there's been no mention so far of IQ coming back.
So the question is, what is he coming back to? There's nothing to come back for in 709.
Who said that? Who said that?
Archie.
Archie, yeah. Well, I mean, this is his city right here, right? Is this him?
It's not going to end because GG and the guys in Woods have made it quite clear that they have no intention of taking the nation forward. They just want to destroy it. And because they've got the funds to keep going, it's just going to go and go and go. And only the people who pay the price, really, in all honesty, is the low-level cities that are trying to grow, because that's all that happens at the moment. Because neither of them nobody's got enough. All of them have got enough funds between them to, even if they do get caught and they get zeroed, that they can just buy the troops back. So it's never going to end because they can't sort out
so
the difference.
I know we tried to come up with a solution and it went nowhere. I remember that live, so I'm not going to try that again. But man, yeah, that's a. I remember you guys in the 300 nations. It was what three? It was 385, wasn't it? No, it was 365 or not 365, but I remember you guys mad in the 300 nations, and you guys were a force to reckon with at that time. And when you guys came here, you guys came out real strong. So I really hope things get settled out. You guys had your second merger already, so I don't know if you're gonna get a third one, or you just might. I don't know, but
Well, to be honest, I think the Wook guys was just hoping that a merger comes along so that they can drag somebody else into the Civil War to try and push it in their favour. But I understand that everything needs to go into like the one alliance with all your active fighters, all your strongest fighters, if you want to compete at the levels that you need to be competing at. Which we still get to, GC. I think we got to the, almost got to the finals.
right.
We're still doing okay, but if you look at every city below the say C-38s, even some of the C-38s in Wood, they've only got like one or two fleets. Everybody below that is virtually one fleet, two fleet. That's it. So we've not got the fleet resources to keep fighting ongoing battles of attrition, because everybody's been weakened to the point now where a shield drops, regardless of where it is. They try to zero. Me as a C-34, I'm literally pumping all my officer skills now into wounded capacity with my drill masters, so I can survive these. Because I'm a gas engineer. There's times when sometimes I got called out on emergency, like happened last week. I got called out on an emergency job for a customer to try and get the heat and hot water back on somebody who was disabled. And it was right at the time when my shield was dropped off, and I'm normally home a couple of hours before that to just renew my shield. But because I was out and I wasn't able to renew my shield, literally 20 minutes after I got back in, it was off for 20 minutes. I've been zeroed.
Yeah,
So that's what's actually continually happening. It's like a permanent void in reality in our world. So what's happening is that nobody can really grow. The only
That's
people
so
who
sad. That is so sad.
it is, because I enjoy the game. There's a lot of people, and I still play, because the thing is, I'm pumping my stuff into the wounded capacity so that I can never be zeroed. I can lose troops, which part of the game, but
right.
I'll always have a fleet or two fleets left.
Let me ask you something. Is there any way that I know that I've said the whole buddy system, sometimes not wanting to do it, but if there's a way for players like such as yourself to, when an emergency happens, you got to just up and go without even a bubble. You can have a buddy that will actually help you. I know.
To be honest, because of the amount of city thefts I've seen in the game. This is my second merger, because I'm originally from 684.
Okay.
So I was the last president of 684.
Okay.
And then we went. So I've seen people losing cities and all the hassle that go on with like sharing. I mean, we've got people who will message you and stuff and whatever, but like I had like messages through Discord, through WhatsApp, and through Line.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was in the middle of a job trying to fix somebody's boiler, I can hear my phone going because my phone's beeping all the time. Because I get calls for people like wanting jobs doing. So I have to basically carry on doing what I'm doing, and then when I've finished, look at my phone, which I did, to say that, oh shit, I've been hit like four or five times.
Ooh, that's a horrible feeling right there. That's a horrible feeling walking into your shit and seeing it burn.
To be honest, it doesn't bother me at the level I'm at the moment because I'm a C34. Because I was actually zeroed by my own alliance because I think it was prior to a frenzy. I think it was. My shield dropped off. I think it was half an hour before frenzy started.
Okay.
And I was watching a film, and so because I was watching a film, I thought normally I'm quite religious with my shielding normally for the last like 2.5 years, but like sort of was watching the film, got to the end of the film, come on, and it was like 5 minutes before Void Wolf, I think 5 minutes after the frenzy started, and my city had already been zeroed by my own alliance.
So like,
so
I mean,
So you need to get better at the game. That's what you're telling me.
No, it's not nothing about being better. It's just one of them. When you say, do I worry about being zeroed now? Because it's now, because basically everybody in 709 is at the point, anybody who's literally below, say, C37 or even the C38s have literally got maybe 2 fleets or so, and that's it. Because any time that a shield drop or anything, that's it.
TT, you want to mute your mic?
Zero.
TT, mute your mic. Alright, I have to mute you, TT. He's one of my friends. I think he's walking outside and I can hear wind or something. Sorry, TT. Didn't want to do it, but I had to. But, so, I mean, I don't know what to say.
It's literally, it cost me like 4 beers in Peels to bring all my troops back that I've got at the moment. Which is nothing.
So here's the problem that I see what's going on right now is you've been zeroed out, and before you start watching that film, you can easily put a 1 day on or a 3 day bubble on, and in your eyes, it's not a big deal. But in for say, if that was in my nation, it would be a big deal because you've been playing this game long enough to know, hey, it's around reset time. I know my nation rules. I should be bubbled right now, or even if I think I am, or maybe I'm not.
I've got no issue there. It was I know the rules. It was my fault, and I've got no issue with that. So but what I'm trying to say is, with regards to like going forward and sort of the nations going on, it's not gonna, because basically GG and the player base and what don't want to. And basically, I've been on this channel when they've said it here, that they're only interested in destroying the nation. So, and a merger is not going to change that situation because they're not the strongest. There's literally about like 6 players who's playing in like high-level cities. But obviously, as soon as anybody gets zeroed, and they always do when obviously our bigs are not online, because they've got another invented voice up there.
Right.
That come in, and that's it, and it move on. So that's why we can only go so far as a nation now in competitions because we don't have the fleet resources to like sort of wage a war of attrition, which sometimes you require in some of the fights. It's just a non-starter. But I'm just happy to. I mean, GG even changes stats from cross-nation benefits to nation benefits.
So he went from cross nation. So he went from cross nation and brought it into in nation stats.
Yeah, but it's not. It didn't do many benefits because he ain't strong enough. Because there's too many cities are above him, and it'll still be the same. Even though he's got max cities, there's still about 3 cities that are bigger than him. So it's never going to change. It's just going to keep going and going because all I'm interested in is destroying the nation, which I feel sorry for if anybody has to merge with us because it's you're basically coming into a perpetual war that ain't going to stop.
Right, but like I said, you've already had your second merger, so I don't think you guys are going to be getting another merger. At least not till like the really old nations, such as 200s and 300s, get their third merger. So I think that you guys are stuck where you got for a very long
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Which is means looking at the scale of way things have been going, that's like possibly 3-4 years away. Could even be longer.
Yeah, that's. I wish you guys could somehow just sit in the side and figure things out. I really do because you guys are able to literally make it to finals all the time. But at that, once you get to finals, I mean, because you guys are not, you know, coexisted as one nation, uh, it just it stops you. You guys hit a wall.
Yeah, but we know that, and it's like it's if you think about it, because everybody's having to buy bubbles constantly, instead of spending money on improving officers, improving skills, I'm spending money on bubbles all the time.
Hmm.
So our progress as a nation has actually ground to a halt, really. Because it's if you think about what people have to spend on gold per week, it's in essence, especially for like only like the low mid spenders, you've literally doubled or quadrupled their sort of advancement time.
So you guys are basically just doing the whole defensive fighting, like convoy time. I mean that only works for so long. You know what I mean? Like yeah, they say if you defense you don't lose troops, but that I mean you do lose troops. Especially if someone such as myself decides to send 5 fleets and lock all those troops that you sent in there, um, your hospital's gonna be full, and especially if you can't get them out. I mean, there has to be some kind of offensive um, attacks that's gonna have to happen. And with the top alliances, especially when the nations surrounding you, the 700s, are starting to get their second merger. I mean, you already have um, nations that's only got a single merger that can do some real damage to you guys. And I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm being real. They can already do damage. So if they get that second merger, like it comes a point where if you ain't got 50 people online, defending ain't gonna do shit. Take my
Well,
city. Take
yeah,
my city.
this is but
Take.
this is the point. And the thing is, we know that. So what happens is now is Void is basically only won and lost between a few big cities who sort of going cross nation. Because the thing is, the damage has already been done. If you think it's like civil war, it's like a permanent void. So everybody's like on next to nothing troops. So you can literally go in. As I said, it cost me like 3 or 4 beers to basically buy back my fleet if I need to because of the heals. It's like sort of 7 or 13 day heal time, which is nothing. But that's where we're at. So we're not. Void is just and frenzy. Let's be honest, them just playgrounds of the big cities these days until you get to the old nation style where it actually gets back to being more organised. But at the moment, from what I can see, for the next 3 to 4 years, Void and Frenzy is literally just nothing but bubble. And that's all it's going to be because we've not got the capacities to sort of get beyond what's going on.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. You guys were always able to make finals in GC. This upcoming GC, you guys are gonna be dropped down to the 621 bracket, the 555 bracket. You're gonna be dropped down before I am, and I'm dropping down too, forcefully by Camel. So you're not making finals. I'm not even gonna make finals unless I get a second merger. There's just no way. But it's happening. It's gonna happen. Uh, Either this season coming up or the following season after that. It's gonna happen. So at that time and at that point, I mean, if you guys don't get your shit together, and I know that you, Gigi, and whatever the case that's going on, I know you guys don't get along. Trust me, I've seen the arguments. I've had you in a live arguing. But I mean, at what point do you just continue to play in a civil war with no resolution to the end game for your nation, to where you are like AQ and you're just like, I'm done. I'm just don't even want to bother anymore.
Well, ultimately, that's what happens, and you'll see the drop off of players, which has occurred. You see the drop off, and the drop off occurs with like the lower level cities mainly first,
Right.
which reduces your numbers to, because for all the good of a big city is, obviously you can't do it all, especially in like things like GC and elite wars and stuff like that. You need, numerous cities.
Yeah, you
But
need numbers. You need the numbers and
yeah,
the monsters put together.
yeah, and we're not going to have that. But as I said, I actually said to Gigi the once, I said, look, I said, I said, no, because the beef started, this civil war was ongoing before 684 merged with 709, because we went with, was it 712? And then from 712 to 709. And the civil war has been going on from their first merger, and it's not stopped. And it's not going to stop because I think the only way I can explain it is because it's got to be like sort of playground bully mentality that he was possibly bullied at school, so now it's his turn to bully everybody else, and he's got the money to do it, and he's not interested in anything else. I actually asked him outright. I said, "Are you interested in, going forward to 709 or?"
Real quick,
And
hold on, real quick. Someone from the YouTube chat actually is asking me to evaluate his city or his nation, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I mean, I think we all here get exactly what's going on in 709, and I mean that it has to be fixed within you guys. Um, the same problem you guys are having there is happening in literally almost every single Civil War nation. It's this whole entire stream. It seems like. Looks like we got a new subscriber from Ryan Daniels. Thank you for subscribing. Over here in this nation in 856, hold on, in 856 they have a 40, a 39, two 39s, two 38s. So that's an 856. Their officers, he's at 10-8 as a 39. That's not too. Where is the 40? Which would be star. Right there, there's a 40. So he's falling behind. As a 40, he should be at like almost 12 or at 12. So he needs to. Let's see where his Titans are. 1-8. He's falling. So he ain't focused on that warplane. He's focused on his warplane. He needs to stop at the warplane and go jump to the officers. Because he should be where he is right now as a 40. Yeah. This guy is right where he should be. This guy is right where he should be as a 39. I hope that was able to help you out. So handsome one. That's what his name. So handsome one. um, I didn't mean to cut you off. I mean, I got to keep eyes on everything, and it seems that this is the same conversation that we were having with what's going on with 709 before, and it's just something I really don't want to reopen, if you know what I mean.
So we got 2 updates.
Wait, 2 updates. Ooh.
Yeah. The landmine. Oh, I haven't posted it there, but the landmine of all landmines appears to be in the pool. Bear in 913.
913.
Yeah, and 898 is also in the pool.
Well, let's check 8. You said 898.
Yeah.
just to make a point, the whole point of that conversation really was to highlight, because you're talking with all these cities that are coming up for mergers, in civil war, sort your shit out, because it's otherwise you'll be where we are now, and we're sort of 2 years down the line still in civil war.
That
So you
Care
don't want to be
Bear
in
is
that.
that Care Bear is a manic woman. She needs mental health help. Like she's crazy.
Yeah, pray you don't get 913.
Didn't we check those guys out already? No, we didn't. Okay, so yeah, this is a new one. What
So
is
I think Scooter was the one that self-reported that one.
Scooter?
Yeah, I don't know if
36.
it's here or not, but
AF1, 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 AF1. So they got the Super Alliance going, except for this second guy right here. Don't know what he's doing. He must be the grunt of the nation. Sherpa officers. Is a 36. He's right where he should be. 37. He's about right where he should be. 36. Scooter. He's a little bit. He's just starting to fall a little behind, but he can get that back up. Oh well. Let's see. Titans. 1-5. 1-5. I mean, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. What about their kills? 146, 122, 115, and so I mean they do team attacks. They do team attacks, so that's good. As I'm looking down, let me warplane. They have one gold plane, and that's Sherpa, 36. Like, what was his offers there? He's top line, so he's right where he is. Okay, so he's on track of where he should be. So that's not too bad. This would be a decent merger. And you said the other one. What nation was the other one?
913. This is the one that I don't know. At least 896. I know probably a lot of other nations up here have just been praying that they don't get merged with. So
Oh boy.
I am very excited right now that we are not in this pool. And yeah.
So I got a 40. I know Ghost.
Hey, somebody has to take one for the team, right?
Yeah, someone's gonna end up with the bear, man. So their Civil War MK1 is like kind of, I don't know, the top alliance, and AOW is like the Care Bear fan club or whatever the fuck.
It's funny.
So that person just so when Global Conquest was going on, right?
Okay.
That person would have one post, and 5 minutes later he would have posted probably like 20 to 40 times in the same thread without anyone replying to him. Like they're literally manic.
So this guy's talking to himself.
Yeah. They live under a bubble. They come out of it to SOS or attack whoever. And during Void, they don't do anything but reinforce. During Frenzy, they fight, but they can't hide their troops. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, come merger time, that alliance just might be either staying underneath the bubble, or be eliminated altogether. I mean, this guy got Frenzy Warrior. I mean, regardless, it's Frenzy, but he still fought. Now, did he
In Frenzy? Yeah.
in Frenzy?
Yeah.
But he's still
We
got
played them in
yeah, but
Void.
he's got 267,000 or million kills. So I mean, he is fighting.
The majority of that is in Nation.
Well, Well, I mean,
So he's
I guess they fit the merger list perfectly. Then I mean, guys, the people that have been watching, the people that are in here and seeing the list. This list is literally almost every nation that is fucking civil warring. God, almost a headache. This is almost a headache. But so, guys, if you are, I'll just say this: if you are a whale player and you do spend money and you do literally want to fight and live in peace and fight in peace, right here, guys, right here, just get up and go. I'm just saying, and it's a 38. I'm just saying,
How much, Woody? How much?
three.
$30? I'm
You,
in.
no, you wish. Three, 3K,
30.
3K.
3K.
That's not
Pesos?
bad. You wish, you wish. No, 3K is all he's asking for.
Can you do payment
so
plan?
Dude, it's not me. If you're interested in that, you make a C12 and you go talk to him. You go talk to him. You
I
don't
can pay bi-weekly.
you go talk to him. I'm just saying.
15 bi-weekly.
I pointed that out. Um, and it's called trade. Uh,
Trade,
trade.
yes.
But I
I
mean,
call it rent. Rent. I want to rent
you can't miss where it's parked. I'll just leave it at that. And with that being said, there's a reason why it's parked right next to me. It's gold. But
so one of our guys was messaging with Stormbless. He was one of the guys that was like number 1 or number 2 in 913.
mm-hmm.
Apparently, they're no longer in that city. They got rid of it a while ago, but they did get a merger notification. He still didn't get like a definitive answer from him in the moment, but he went onto their nation chat and confirmed with them that yeah, they are 100% in.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. I was reading the chat. My bad, dude.
No, you're good. So I wasn't 100% sure on 913, but it seemed like the guy that used to be in their like top city in that nation was confirming that he got a message, but he wasn't clear in his response.
Well, did he take a
So
screenshot?
no, our guy was waiting for him to respond. So he went into their nation chat and like asked there because he still had a spy city, and like the overwhelming response is 100% yes, they are getting one.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I
So
mean
the word's
that's
already spread.
all right. So the words already spread. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's good for because I mean, I kind of like what Camo is doing right now with this. Although I mean, every single one almost, I'm gonna just say all but like four that's on that list are all in Civil War. So it's like keep the Civil War nations with the other Civil War nations. You know what I mean?
Kinda, yeah.
Like,
Thanks, Woody. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, but I mean that's just like by that list that I've seen, I mean, let's be real. If you're in Civil War and you merge with my nation, guess what I'm gonna do?
Die?
I'm just gonna kill y'all. I'm just gonna burn you
Depends.
all.
Depends who you merge with.
I'll burn you all.
Depends who you merge with. If they got two more big guys than like you, then you might be the one that get burnt.
Doubtful. Doubtful. There's there's not. I mean, there is big players in my globe, but it would take more than just that one person to even put a scratch on me. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, you're in a good position.
yeah. But anyone that is interested in this city right here, go to 736 and get to C12 and message the person. And
Which one?
This one right here.
Does that for grabs?
3K.
Yeah, I ain't paying 3K to kill people.
To kill people. Well, the thing is, like, you won't have to kill anyone in my nation.
I don't know if I'm feeling in a mischievous mood, I might just do it just to piss off.
We got a lot of these wall
What's her
cities.
name again? I forgot her name. Angela.
Don't. Honestly, that's the one person that when Top Man handed me the keys, he said, "Anyone mess with her, you burn," no matter who it is.
First thing I'll do when I get that seat is visit Angela.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
She's not here, but she'll go ape shit if she heard me say. She'll be like, "No, don't give it to him. He's the one person you don't give it to."
Anyways, do we have any more questions for the nations that are merging? Do you have any questions on like what to do, uh, like how to figure out how to merge, how to go about it? Because a lot of you guys are getting your first merge.
Oh, did you cover the? I've not been here for the last probably I don't know how long you guys been here for, like 3 hours or something now, right?
2 hours, 40 minutes, and eight
Yeah,
seconds.
I disappeared about an hour ago. Another thing I would say to anyone who's merging is look at the nation you're merging with. I don't know if you've covered it, but in terms of buff buildings. So
I have
obviously have a
not.
look and see. Yeah, so have a look and see who has the better buff buildings and the more buff war, the war ones. Because sometimes you get, one nation that has more less than the other. So don't let your ego come in the way and oh yeah, we want to keep our
Well,
number. No, you want to make sure
here's the
that the nation has better buffs.
Goat. Here's the problem. Every single one, maybe other than three that are on that list, are in
Yeah.
civil war.
Yeah, I guess they probably wouldn't care then.
Yeah, like every single one of them are in civil war. So, like I was saying, Camo is merging the civil war nations with other civil war nations.
It's a good thing for maybe I might get merged next.
I mean, it's a good thing to keep peace throughout the other nations that are not in civil war, and they do got their stuff together. But it's a bad thing because the civil war is just not going to ever end.
Well, I guess what you do is you just split the land and just say, any of you guys want to carry on the war, you stay north of the land, and anyone that doesn't want war, come south of the land. Don't cross our land. And then whoever wants to kill each other up north.
I think they're just going to kill each other because they looked at they looked at their neighbors, they looked through the window of their neighbor's city while they were showering.
Probably.
Like
Nah,
I think a lot of them are at that point where
I think they just got to use this New Year, Christmas spirit and just kind of say, look, guys, let's just start fresh for the new year.
you would think it'd be that easy.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I thought it would be. I'm trying to fix my nation. I thought I got somewhere, and now all of a sudden I've just hit a brick wall. Literally changed the lion's name, everything. And, it's like, no, I want this. And if I don't get this, it's not happening. I'm like, dude, it ain't going to happen. Well, I want it. Well, it ain't going to happen. Then we'll just kill each other.
Yeah, it's what can
I
you do?
think Civil War, like I said,
Every civil war.
Say that again?
I said that's every civil war.
Yeah, I think Civil War, man, it's just, egos does come into Civil War, but it's not just always ego. Like I've always keep repeating this, and I just sound like a broken record, but it's feelings. Feelings are what cause Civil War. Someone gets upset about something, and then goes and hits someone, or goes to their big daddy, and then daddy does something, and then that's it. All hell breaks loose.
That's why I have in my nation. If you got a dispute, you guys both leave your alliance and go fuck off in the corner. Seriously,
Go fight in the flag. Whoever
yeah,
wins wins.
go fuck off in the corner. When you guys are done, fucking wipe your tears off, come back, and let it be done. Sometimes that's
Well,
sometimes that's what you need. I'm stronger
no,
than
no,
you.
but not everyone does that, dude. You've always got the mouth warriors who just mouth off and let the other guy fight for them until he gets zeroed and then quits, and then that's it. They have no more daddy, and then they shut up, or then they just become even more of a mouth warrior on
Well,
nation
I
chat.
mean, like an R6 of a nation, and I know R6 is just whatever. But I mean, he sets the rules. Like, imagine two alliances fight, in civil war. If you see that R6 leave his alliance, you really need it.
R6? Where did you get an R6 from, dude?
That's nation leader. You know what I'm talking about. The person that makes the rules.
There is no nation leader.
Just the fuck there is. Maybe not in yours, but
Well, there is, but it's just people choose to listen to him or not. So
right. But if your top player in the whole entire nation leaves his alliance, You better.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna be bubbling up.
You better be
That's
careful,
it.
because at that point, if he leaves the alliance, he had enough. He's about to get a lot of kills.
Yeah, it works. Like I said, it works when you're one powerful player. But when people can counter you, as a group, as a team, it doesn't work. Like for example, your nation, you're very strong. But if there were, if a group of people could, let's say, band together and counter you, then it doesn't work.
I would send 5 dicks in.
So, like I said, it really
I know what
depends
you.
on the
I know
nation.
what you mean. I know what you mean. But I
But
mean that.
but the thing there is already like you're a nice guy. You're a humble guy. You don't always get humble people that have big cities. That's
You're
where the problem lies.
no. You're all right on that one. You don't. Sometimes you get a shitty draw. But
Yeah.
unfortunately you gotta make the whatever you get, you gotta make it to your best. And if you can't, that's when it's gonna hurt.
If you can, just leave.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
that's
there's so many other nations out there that got cities that you can play in that will fit your needs. Why do you gotta stay in that
the
fucking
part I don't
nation?
understand is when you leave and you can get a city that's 4 times more further than you are at the moment, and you still choose to stay
Dude, yeah,
and you spend for months and you still don't even fucking come close to that city that you could get. I get, you want to play with friends and stuff, but it depends. Like I said, for someone like me, it's not easy to move because I've pumped a lot of fucking money in. I can't just fucking up and leave. But if you haven't pumped a lot on in and you're just the guy who just cries on Nation Chat all the time, just fucking leave. Why are you spending your time crying on Nation Chat? Go in another nation, play there. You'll have more fun than crying on Nation Chat and being a troll.
For instance, um, you got Darkness here. She was in 934, and she moved to 385, and she fucking loves it.
Oh yeah,
I
we
do.
mean it. We speak. She's been telling me.
Like she all the money she spent in like 934, they just lost a whale player. She had
Yeah,
enough.
but some nations don't care, dude. It's just about,
Well, I mean,
like I said, it's just about Tinder and talking and
imagine
whatnot.
imagine your nation. Imagine your nation. You decide to just up and go.
They don't care.
Well, they might not care, but in the long run, they're gonna see a huge difference. And
Not really. No one will enforce the rules. They'll just keep bumping BP up and they'll just lose every void. Dude, I disappeared for 6 months. The six
y-
months I was gone, they lost every event. I come back within like a week. I probably killed about 50 fucking million people, troops.
well,
And with
you just proved my point right there.
yeah, and then we won like every single event, pretty much.
You proved my point.
Yeah, but they don't care. They don't care, dude. Doesn't matter.
That's
If you don't have the winning mentality as a nation, they don't care.
yeah. So that's what it takes. You gotta have that winning mentality to
People are
want to
just
win.
dumb. They will spend money to lose.
Well, they spend
If
it
someone
on
if someone told you if someone told you go and get $100 out of your wallet and put it down the drain, would you do it? No. So it's exactly the same thing. You're putting $100 into a game and you're losing. Well, oh, it's fun. Why? Because your friend got zeroed. Is that fun?
well, no, it was funny.
Funny. Funny.
They had part of
Yeah, I
the.
hate that shit.
Oh
See,
man.
so people don't grasp the concept. Like it's not just about the money. It's time. You invest a lot of your time that you will never get back in a game. You want to enjoy and have fun. You want to be there and be a troll, or you want to be there and help your farmer friend who has, I don't know, fucking 95 million BP and is never ever going to be able to come out of a shield ever, because the moment he comes out of that shield, even for a second, he's going to get hit.
Blasted. Blasted. Yeah, unfortunately,
But
that's the
it's
way it
it's
is
just a
against.
game. But then people want to say, "Oh, but Camel made this and Camel made this rule." What did Camel turn around and say? Don't kill anyone? No, Camel didn't say the big players can't kill the small players.
I
If they
think
did, then we'd have followed it.
I think the biggest misconception, um, And I will say it. The biggest misconception of the game is people say, well, this is my game. I'll play it the way I want to play it. And what they really need to realize is this: your whale is allowing you to play with him. Because at any point in time that he feels that he can burn his entire nation down.
I
So,
said that as well.
yeah,
I actually said basically, the rules that are set are not by Camel. The rules are set by the players, and the players set the rule so the big guy doesn't fucking kill everyone.
yeah,
They set the rules so he follows the rules. The moment he decides he doesn't want to follow the rules, and you want a no rule nation, who's going to win? They are, or the spenders are. So
yeah,
yeah, I get the fact that you want to play the game you want to win and you want fair rules. They give you fair rules. But you got to realize, Camel did not ever say, "Oh yeah, you can't kill people and murder people and take all their resources." You could do that from day one. It's players who set it so the big guys don't fuck you over. Because once the big guys start fucking you over, the only people that are going to survive are the ones that are going to live in a shield. Or the ones that are going to be smart enough to hide their soldiers.
yeah. Well, sometimes not even them.
Yeah, I still rack my brains and try and work out how someone who has one fleet still gets killed and loses troops. You have one fleet. You can put it into the alliance. What's it called? Not the embassy. The other one,
the
fort.
hall,
The fort. You have one
okay,
fleet. You can put it in the fort, and you still get killed. And they still manage to find your city with troops inside because you've decided to send it to a gold mine, like 4 full fleets to a gold mine. What the hell, man? Just put the whole fleet in the fort and use your T1, T2 troops to get into a gold mine.
well,
And
sometimes
then you've got
it's
others who are so BP high that they can't even do anything.
what you talking about, Willis? What you
But
talking
yeah,
about? Hey, I have
but
I have high BP, but you always see me fighting. Like even when I
yeah,
went,
but then
even when I
you don't. There are certain nations you don't go for void though.
no, no, no. There's
There
certain
you go.
nations. So like when I fought 385, I know that most of 385 is American based. So and I work night shift. So with that being said, I knew that there was a few hours to where I can be in 385 very carefully and I can still, attack cities that bubbles drop. But when I get there, I get in, make my attack, and get the fuck back, get back in my nation.
Yeah, you
I
Pointers
don't
for
stay in that
some
nation.
pointers for you American guys. Next time you fight Woody, get a bunch of guys, do a night shift, wait for him to come, and then
Yeah,
fuck
but
him
dude,
up.
I don't ever stay in the same place. I know better.
Yeah,
And
that
I,
works. Sometimes it doesn't.
and if I'm going into that nation, I'm not attacking the number one alliance either.
True.
You know,
You gotta be smart, dude. You gotta be
they're gonna
smart,
have to look and find me, to catch me.
dude.
You
I
know.
would go to the corner of the map and speed through the
Yep.
capital. I don't give a shit
Exactly.
if it costs me
Exactly.
a ton of
Exactly.
gold because I know for a fact that when they want to hit me back, half of the players are not gonna press that button as fast enough to get to me because they gotta go through through that bloody capital.
Well, I mean, the whales will, but I
The
mean,
whales will, but if you've got 400 million BP and 5 whales make it in and the rest of them don't, they're still dying.
that's true, especially when the bubble pops up.
Yeah.
But like against 385, I stayed in my nation almost the entire time. Every once in a while, I'll pop over there when I seen a bubble fall. I'll make my attack, and I went right back to 736.
Oh, dude, I did the same thing with 52. When we
Like,
faced 52 in Void, I was like, yeah, fuck
oh,
that shit.
yeah, you
I was
can't
in
take
there,
that.
I was in their nation, and I was playing defense. But I did not drop that shield once. I was like, fuck that. They're gonna trap me with
Right?
one alliance and then fuck me with the other one. I ain't having that.
Like you seriously, you port way over here. Like you go to 52, you port right here, right?
Oh, bro, I wouldn't
They
even
got
go
you.
there, man.
They already see you. They already see you. The second you port it, they see you. Your shit's being fucking shared. The second you port there. But yeah, that's a. Well, guys,
Did you recruit for this Void, Woody?
did I what?
Did you recruit for this Void?
No, not yet.
Oh, you know, oh, we had recruitment. I was on
We're still in monsters right
380. I
now.
was on 387. I just managed to get to 398. I couldn't hit the fucking 400 barrier yet.
Yeah, we're still in the monsters event, so I'm
Yeah,
sitting in
we
43rd place.
we have recruitment event, and I've got small war. Fucking hell, man! I recruited, and he recruited a bunch more than me. So me and
Well,
him having this recruitment war at the moment.
it technically is the last 12 hours, so I mean, the recruiting skill is activated.
Mm.
So how much it's going to come down to how much gold are you going to spend to beat him?
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna attempt to beat him, dude. Fuck that.
That'll be like what Sayas did in 52 against 285. You said you can go ahead and recruit all you want, but if you do that, I'm gonna fucking go ham. And he went like 4 billion in recruiting. I remember that one.
Yeah, I could go ham, but there's no point. Like you do it someone else. You don't do it with someone like Small War. You kind
No.
of know when to kind of know when to admit defeat to certain people.
Yeah, you know when to fold.
Hey,
know when to fold.
Woody, I don't know if you actually want to bother going over them since you seem like you were getting ready to get off. But
Yeah,
not
actually, I'm getting close to. I'm getting kind of tired, honestly.
word. I'll just mention it for posterity. 984 and 883 got notice.
984.
You don't have to look at them now.
Yeah, I'm not going to. So 984 and 983.
883.
883.
I'll add them to that list.
Oh yeah, add them to the list. The list is you guys can tell right here where it says merge talk in my thing right here.
When's this merge gonna happen then? Do you know
Well,
what date?
it says January 2025. So I'm assuming January 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, right around that time is probably when they're gonna have that chaos land and they're gonna get that merge.
So I'm assuming the next group of merge will probably be what? End of February?
Yeah, end of February, right before
Yeah, that sounds right.
Right
We're not
before
expecting any global conquest or anything like that for a while. So I'm assuming
March is GC.
So I'm assuming it will probably be the next set of mergers will be this one,
And then one more.
February.
Yeah, one more.
You reckon? Well, you reckon two more?
No, this one and one more.
Yeah. So whoever doesn't get the name on that next list, that's it.
I'm gonna be 100%. And I know people are gonna get really hurt about this. I'm happy I did not get on this list.
Why?
Because I told you, dude. Every single person, every single one of these nations, other than like maybe 3 of them, are in civil war.
Oh, I thought you meant as in I'm happy I didn't get a merge.
Well, I didn't want to make that. I don't want to make this list. No.
No. Yeah, but that's. I think so. Once they've got to what 1002, how many nations are there now?
Fuck, 12 something.
So the next one's probably going to carry on from. It's still going to be these 700.
They're at 1271, and then that's the newest
So,
nation.
yeah, but I don't think they'll merge the newer one. So I'm assuming the next one will still be between 700 and 1,000.
Well, I
So
mean, I think that we had that private conversation. I think something might happen. They just need to figure out what to do.
you reckon?
I think so. I
Maybe.
can't really get into the details about our
Yeah, no,
private
of course.
conversation.
Yeah, I think maybe, but I think it is a long time coming, especially for certain nations like 52 and 30 who have just been, hung out to dry for such a long time.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, Nation 1, Nation 32, I mean 52, they've all been merged many, many times.
They?
Yeah, dude. Like when the game first started, they didn't just
I
get
got
2 merges.
Reddit.
They got multiple merges. Like 1 week they'll get a merge, and a month later they'll get a merge. But they weren't big, huge nations at that time.
That's probably why they've been left along so large, because they've got so many merges there.
And Nation 30 itself, remember they were getting 4 nation merges back then.
Yeah. That's probably why then. I guess, but we're kind of in between. I would say the ones that are in the 200s and between the 200, 400,
Oh yeah.
they're the ones that they've only been given what merge twice, right?
Yeah, twice. But those nations got merged with 3 nations each, and some with 4. So I mean, compared to these newer nations, they're literally only 2 nation mergers at all, and that's it.
Yeah, but then the reason why they're doing two nation merger with the newer ones is because they're new. There's more active players.
They're just as active as the older nations used to be. So what's the difference? I'll tell you the difference.
But if you're newer, you're more active.
They were running out of nations to merge. Like They're literally running out of nations to merge with, so they had to cut it down to 2 versus 3.
I think they should just merge Globe 1 and 2 with 4 nation mergers and then just leave it as that.
Well, and then how fair would that be?
It's not bad. Yeah, but then there's not many in Globe 1 and 2 to merge, though.
But how fair would that be?
Well, you merge a normal nation with a civil war nation.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
I see what you mean. Well, I mean, no, I mean you can't merge like Nation 52 with Nation 30. You can't do that. That's
No, but you wouldn't. But one said you'd merge 52 probably with 2 nations that are in civil war. Half of them are frigging dead, anyways. You'll basically give Camel that you're going in. Half of them are dead. You might reignite some people to come back. Yeah, you got to kind of balance it. And then, to be honest, Globe 1 and 2 is always going to be separate. Globe 1 and 2 isn't really, no one's really going to be able to compete with Globe 1 and 2. In honesty.
Maybe.
You're going to have monsters in Nation 200s and 300s and 400s, right? Like Lead God and all those guys. But you've got to understand there's only 1 or 2 of them. In the older nations, you got guys who are like 6 years ahead. Doesn't matter, some of them might not have a C bloody 41, but you've got to understand, you put a bunch of their stats together, Lead God isn't going to be able to do what he does currently in his current, globe with the older ones, because, there's still going to be older players who have been developing for 6 years.
Yeah, and they got enough uranium to go to 45.
So, he could go and hit a C38, but he hits a C38 in his nation with 100 million BP, he wins. He hits a C38 in, let's say a Globe 1 with 100 million BP, he probably won't win because I've seen it, I've tried it. I've burned people with C38 in server war, and then I've gone and hit another one that's in an older nation like Nation Wine or something. I'm like, fuck me, why couldn't I beat him? And then I go look into the stats, and I was like, fuck me, his stats are different. Because remember, some people don't buy uranium, but their stats grow. Like there are some fucking strong C38s out there.
Oh yeah.
Like who've built their system like this, they build right. You build it the right way up. You're not easy to burn.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
So that's what I'm getting at.
Like
they're gonna figure something out. But you try and pitch any other globes with 1 and 2, it's always going to be unfair.
Like Pays, he's a strong guy.
Oh, dude, that guy, man! I used to run away from him in Iron Blood. And then I figured out a way. Basically, zero him 3 times, and then he doesn't heal anymore.
This guy's got like 17 on the officer, but I mean that's with all the officers. So, like how I have my freaking whatever you want to call it, DC. They're level 1. This is all of them maxed out.
He's maxed. Everything is maxed. He's pretty much everything is maxed.
Yeah, that's Titans are maxed. Warplanes. Well, Warplane has a little bit he can go, but he's got two golds right there.
He's got nothing else to do. It's only new things for him is officers and island buffs that come out. That's it. There's not really anything else.
Fuck those island buffs. Fuck them.
The Christmas ones came out, didn't they? Some new one I saw.
Yeah, I got that thing.
Why are you saying fuck them if you get them then?
Because I still got them.
Of course you will. You only get them once a year, so you have to.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think that's what it is. You get them once a year, so might as well.
Did you get the Medici one that just finished? The skin, the robot skin.
Oh, this one?
No, for the event that just finished.
Oh no, fuck that, dude.
They changed it because they changed it from the.
Yeah, but that fucking. Well, I'm happy Starlight's gone. But that robot skin, it's like you had to spend what, like $15,000 to get a skin for 7 days. You can keep that. I'm good. I don't need that extra 2%. I'm good.
You don't, but people like Raz need it when they got to beat me for like mental in the
For
uranium.
but for $15,000, are you really? Do you
Raz,
really need that bad?
Raz will do it to beat mental. Yeah, of course he would.
I don't know about that, but I don't know, but
he's not here. But you
yeah.
gotta say it. No, it's not definitely some things. it's just common sense. Like you need to kind of just use your brain and just think, is it really worth it?
I know,
No.
I know, I know, I went enough to get all the speeds.
Yeah, speeds are like,
all the 50s and the
speed.
25s. I went and got all those. And
Yeah, speeds are definitely worth it.
I got 243 50s and 157 25s. So I'm stacking up for fucking
How much gold do you have?
I have 244,000.
Ah, should be all right for Void.
Yeah, I got enough for Void. I just don't want to use it all. Plus, I mean that's right around fucking. That's right after Christmas, dude. I don't know. I might want to spend some time.
I'm just trying to think when they're gonna drop the new thing. So obviously everyone's saying the new city's coming out around Marchish. Oh God, 1 second.
Good lord. Someone feed that baby. Sorry. Sorry. But I don't know when the new city's gonna come out. That's kind of hush hush. Camel won't even tell me. So, but I'm assuming I am noticing that every time I push these things, even on my phone, I notice something's here. I don't know if that means anything. If they're gonna build something here, it's a possibility. I don't know, but it is kind of
Sorry,
weird
I've got a guest round. My little cousin was going absolutely ape shit.
Did you put a binky in his mouth?
No, her dad was carrying her, and then she came out to the. I'm in the balcony smoking, and then
Good
she was
guy.
like, was not happy.
Apparently.
He's like, shit, are you on the phone? I was like, kinda. He's like, fuck.
Apparently.
He ran back in.
But
Yeah, I think I'm just waiting for the new things. Like honestly, I don't know. Like I said, the new city level's coming out, but I have a feeling they're gonna drop something massive just before that.
Oh, it wouldn't be. I mean, it wouldn't be camo if they didn't.
Yeah, they're always gonna throw a curveball somewhere.
Absolutely, like a Titan skin.
But yeah, we haven't spoken about that for a while. I think that is definitely due.
Or maybe a third Titan. Just saying.
Oh, fuck off! Don't stop.
Just saying. Just saying. You know who's ready for that though.
You.
Oh well, I'm not always ready for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not always ready for it, but I mean, I got some stuff saved for it. Like I have.
I think we need some new things like people who are maxed with extra shit. You're able to kind of fucking sell them or exchange them for things you need. Because I'm telling you, dude, like I've got stuff that I can't do anything with them. You've got things that you can't, like these blueprint shit. What the fuck are you gonna do with them?
Oh, you want to see? You want to see a collection? You want to see
Like the melding stuff. What are you gonna do with this meld? I just meld I just keep melding and melding, but I can't do anything with it.
dude. You go down more, and there's just thousands of them.
Do you know what will piss? Do you know what will take the piss if Camel did? Because we obviously are under the impression that orange gives us the orange equipment, right? Imagine they gonna release this, the next level, and it's not orange. It's like fucking platinum or some shit, another color.
You have enough. You have enough material to build it.
No, and then it's like some like fucking plutonium or some shit.
Don't even, dude. Don't fucking don't, dude. I will fucking mute your ass. Don't even, don't. That's a bad word.
Vibranium. That's what we need. Vibranium.
Oh my god, that is a bad word.
I don't think they'll go past. I think uranium's caused a lot of issues that they're trying to kind of backtrack on now, because they realised that a lot of people weren't able to catch up. That's why they've been dropping us so much uranium to let other people catch up.
Well, I mean, there has been people that has caught up. It's just not all the people has been. I mean.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So uranium caused a massive issues. I doubt a new resource will come out. But when this new level comes, because obviously we know that War and Order, or the other game, has it. I'm just trying to figure out how they're gonna do it.
The same
we
way,
definitely need it. Definitely need it.
The same way they did in War and Order, they're just gonna drop it and let us all fight for ourselves. That's how it's gonna be.
They need to, and also they need to do a way where people can kill monsters. Because I think, like you lot spoke at the beginning of the video, people like killing C41s, and that's what the enjoyment in. Of course, it's not nice, for the other guy getting zeroed, But it's nice on your side when you zero someone. Obviously, when it's a friend, it's different. But at the moment we're in a crossroad where you can't zero certain monsters. Even if you have 100 people, it's still not enough.
No, you're right.
So you need something.
I have to end this stream. Like, I gotta get to sleep. So.
No, I did.
But yeah, you guys seeing the people that are on the list. You're seeing that majority of them are Civil War nations, so that's gonna be fun for them.